I think we can get in. Ladies and gents, how are we all? Got a bit of lo-fi going on in the corner by here. It's just a nice little calm to get us in the mood. How is everyone going for it? Hey, we got Amaka, we got Astrid already in the chat on YouTube. We got Angel, hello. We got Tim and we got a few others over on Kick, hello. But yes, ladies and gents, it is Friday. The weekend is almost here. And let's say we're going to start off because yesterday we had Kel. She was saying about, are we listening to soundtracks, that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, I would love to start playing soundtracks. Sadly, though, they would get copyrighted on YouTube. But I've gone on to Artlist, which is the place I use for my music. And I've been trying to find some sort of soundtrack. And quite a bit of lo-fi came up. Like I say, we got this one here now, what we're listening to. We got a few more. We got one called Memory. We got Think About It. We got Other Worlds. We got a few to go through. But yes, ladies and gents, it's been a nice day so far here in the UK. Well, so as you can see, there's no lights on and the natural light is coming through and it's lovely outside. I will say, though, there's a few parts that with the wind, when the wind just stops, it feels like you're being shot at with a fire flamethrower. Fire extinguisher. Flamethrower. I've got a fire extinguisher on my brain because I'm playing Phasmophobia too much. But yeah, it's an absolutely lovely day down here. And see, we've got a few things to look over. I haven't got a lot, but there was one video which was an hour and a half. But I'll let you guys decide if you want to watch that one later on. And there was one thing, I was going through the Daily Mail this morning. And obviously, on the Daily Mail, they have the following. So, the most evil Nigerian love scam ever that ended with a disabled woman taking horrifying selfies that will scar her daughter for life. So with this one, I was like, right, we gotta read this, have a look what's going on. Then you hit with this, which is absolutely annoying as hell. Oh, it's Daily Mail Plus, you have to pay for this. £1 a month, or £7 a month though for anything, which is just ridiculous. But I was like, you know what? How can we find this online? And I found a website called Textized. And we've got the entire article here, but obviously the images are not there. But this is what we got. We got it all here. Which I was like, oh, yeah, there we go. Because obviously, we'll just zoom this in so we can see it. But yeah, and I was like, oh, right, maybe this could work for a lot of other ones. And it does. So I will put the link for this textized thing. If you come across any type of sarcasm, hello. Yeah, if you come across any blocked websites or you have to pay or whatever, just use that link by there and you'll be able to put the website link in and it'll just get every bit of text for you, which is amazing. Right, let's put on the kick one as well. There we go. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. When I saw this, I was like, ooh, there we go. But yeah, so supposedly, this is the worst and the most evil thing ever. And obviously, the one we saw yesterday, which was, $1.5 million, which is still insane to me. And she sold her house and all this kind of stuff. I was like, you know what? Let's see how bad this one actually is. So, turn the music down a little bit. There we go. Got to turn in my one as well, my ear. So, as I turned over in bed, a pain shot down my side. Sighing, I switched on the bedside light till there was no way I'd get back to sleep now. Whole body was hurting, early hours, while the rest of the world slept, could be so long and lonely. And she had my phone bleeped with a message. Babe, I miss you so much, I can't sleep, thinking about you 24/7. My pain was forgotten as I typed out a reply. It was so lovely to know that my sarcasm, again, AI to extrapolate. It is me, seeing this. I think it's because I have seen so many websites now or articles. Oh, if you want to read this, you have to pay. And it's like, come on. You know? It's almost like the annoying popper badge you used to have years ago. Like the bling, bling, bling. Oh, so yeah, say the link's there for everyone if you need to use it. It will come in handy and it's very well done. But yeah, so this woman here, she was lonely and everything else, and she received her partner, Maxwell Johnson, was thinking of me. He would message me most days, and if I was having a rough night, he would stay awake with me too. Born with a range of health issues, include mild cerebral palsy. For years, it hadn't held me back. I had married 3 times and had 5 kids. Wow. Okay. She was 10 years single when she received a message from a stranger. But by 2017, I needed to use a wheelchair when I left the house, okay? Diagnosed diabetes, arthritis, and thyroid problems. She felt isolated till Maxwell came into my life. It all started with a Facebook message, folks. Facebook message again. Sarcasm, you missed the one yesterday, bud. It was face off. It was amazing. It was literally, they need plastic surgery to do it. It was incredible. So Maxwell told me he was serving in the United States Air Force in Syria again. At 59, he was just 1 year younger than me. I told him about my disabilities he was caring and accepting. Must be tough for you. Before I knew it, it was dark outside and we had been chatting all day. He messaged me the next day and the next. When he asked my number to talk on WhatsApp, I was pleased. So, Helen's daughter, Chantel, tried to warn her. Gotta pause the music, folks. This is it. We're getting into it. Her own daughter warned her, but he convinced her that Chantel was jealous. How horrible are these people like, you know? It's insane. I think I'm falling for you, he said. I couldn't help feeling flattered. This was the most attention I had received in a long time. Then he sent me a photo of himself. He was so handsome. He looked like a movie star. Wow, you're gorgeous. Honestly, I found it hard to believe he was interested in me, but when I sent a photo back, he was full of compliments. Okay. Going on, again, talking and everything else. Oh, she's not far from me. Weston-super-Mare. As soon as he got time off work, I couldn't wait. But then, that's when he ran into trouble, into problems, folks. His money was tied up because of these Air Force rules. And he did not have enough money to buy his airline ticket. Could you lend me the money? Oh, there we go. I relied on sickness benefits, but I wanted Maxwell to visit me, so I sent him cash when he asked for it. I never hesitated. I wasn't wealthy, I relied on sickness benefit, but then I had nothing else to spend my money on. I rarely went out. I wired across £500. That wasn't enough, so I sent more. When he messaged to say he was in London, I was beside myself. I can't wait to see you. I want to marry you. He needed more money. Pay for his hotel, dry cleaning, and food bills. Ah. But then, as we were discussing dates for him to come and visit, yeah, he had to fly back to America. Oh, look at this one. Boys and girls, she was with him for 2 years. Oh my God. My daughter visited with her husband. I kept him a secret. I'm in love. She frowned. Where have you met someone? You never go out. I showed her messages. Oh, Mum, it looks like you've been scammed. She and Tony did some research. Some of the photo of Maxwell was someone completely different. So these people, her own daughter literally did it. Her own daughter literally gave the reverse image lookup and everything. It's not true. Your daughter is jealous, trying to spoil your happiness. I love you. Oh my God. Yeah, it's the exact same play out, isn't it? So, I want to know what this means by her, though, the most evil one. So, going on, say the daughter became annoyed. I ended the relationship and stopped sending money. But when we argued, I just felt closer to Maxwell. It seemed like he was the only one who understood me, yeah. Oh my God, guys. 6 years. 6 years that she was in this for. 6 years. What do you want? Oh. So, 6 years. Oh my days. This is insane. Why would it... Now, where's chat on here? It's gone. Oh, there we go. Boom. Wonder where that went then. Yeah, Astrid, it's absolutely nuts. And say, I want to get into this scene because supposedly it's really bad. Something about photos and everything. So that's why. So we're gonna just quickly go, not quickly go through it, but go through it because I don't say 6 years. 6 years. So they were still together for 6 years. I was getting into debt, sending so much money every week. Hey, Tony, how's it going? Eventually, Chantal lost patience and announced she and Tony were moving in. I want to keep an eye on you. She made me change my phone number and everything else. Oh, a message from his friend. Oh, my God. He asked me to send £700 in Apple vouchers. I didn't really feel well enough to go to the supermarket to buy the vouchers, but I was frightened of letting him down, frightened of losing him. On the drive there, I began to cry, worrying about all the money I was losing. I couldn't pay my own bills. Oh, my God. As I arrived at the supermarket, my mind went into a spin. I heard a crunch. I had crashed the car into a wall. Bloody hell. Taken to the hospital, my phone bleeped with angry messages from Maxwell. If you don't send the money, I'll send those sexy photos to your daughter. There it is. There it is. Oh my God. Sarcasm, yeah. What the hell, like? So, wait, let's have a look by it. So, where does it actually... Let's go there, go there. Right, so... He asked me to send him some saucy photos, promising me they would be for his eyes only. There it is, folks. That is literally it. Soon after, Chantal called me to confirm he had emailed her all the intimate photos I'd sent him. I felt sick. Though my injuries from the car crash were minor, the stress caused issue with my diabetes and I was stuck in hospital. Heartbreaking, I finally see how I'd been scammed for 6 years. I felt so foolish and ashamed. The only one who should feel ashamed is a scammer. The messages became sinister and threatening. Maxwell sent us abuse. He called me horrible names. I couldn't even tell me which cars were parked. Oh my God. Jesus. What, how's it going? Well, what this is a, this by here, but obviously on the Daily Mail, they got it behind a paywall. So he found out and, we went in for this and it's just nuts. This is absolutely insane. But we found the website where we could look into it. But yeah, it's... This girl... Basically, she was scammed for 6 years. She was scammed for 6 years and went on about everything and everything that this person was doing, sending money. And by the looks of things, we got it by here, which... is actually really, really insane because obviously she realised after 6 years she was being conned and scammed. She had sent £167,000 to the scammers. Now I have so much debt, I owe about 9 grand to energy companies and 8,000 to my carers. This is just nuts. It really is. Like I say, we've been seeing some of these now for the last couple of days where so much is going on. You know, so much is going on. And I don't know how we're finding it, but each time they're getting worse and worse. It's... You see one thing, I was like, oh yeah, no one's going to fall, you know, no one's going to be even stupider than this. Which, at the start of this week, if you remember, folks, we had the guy who thought he was talking to the adult movie star. We thought he was the idiot of the week. And then, you know, we had the one yesterday where...
you know, we saw her. She was a backing singer. And for Fleetwood Mac, she was good friends with Stevie Nicks. Lived with Stevie Nicks for 10 years, by the way. 10 years. And then she sent $1.5 million
$1.5 million, folks. 1.5. I literally thought we had seen the stupidest people. I thought we had seen the top of the mountain, you know, the peak of the mountain. But each day they're getting worse, and I have no idea how. But like I say, with this one by here, this lady, you know, say 167 grand. And obviously the daughters got involved, you know, because the guy sent the photos that her mother took, intimate photos, sent them to the daughter and everything else. And it's like, oh my God. But it says by here about her towards the end, I may have a long list of health things. The daughter says it's been a nightmare. Mum has been groomed and exploited by these people for 7 years. That's the thing there. Because of how long? Why is it so long? You know, it's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts to see. But it says here as well that they are fundraising. And Syria Facebook. Share a comment on the article. The most evil Nigeria. Yeah, it's not that. It's not that. Oh, wrong one. It's not the most evil one. That one is just another one where, again, someone's just sending money, and it just happened to be that this one actually sent photos. Which that is a first. We haven't seen anyone do that yet. But yeah. Like I say, today, you know, we'll probably stream for a little bit longer than normal, but we're going to try and go for about... We start at 12:30 UK time. Trying to go for like maybe 4 hours, maybe 3.5, 4 hours. We'll see how it goes. But I'll say I do have video, which again is up to you if you guys want to watch it. It is an hour and a half long though. But it's about the catfish team going around looking for things. But yeah, it's insane when we see things like this happening. You know, and all these people, they're falling for it. And when you think that that's the end of it, bam! We get hit with another one. You know, it's absolutely nuts. But guys, I want to know what you all doing. What are you all doing this weekend? Have you got anyone got any plans? You know, I have I got any plans? No, I haven't. I haven't got any plans this weekend. I'll probably just stay in the house, stay in the garden around that area. But yeah, there's just so much crap going on. It's insane. But let's have a little look, see what's going on in the world of the news, shall we, first as well? Right, so, what we got? Oh, for the UK, ladies and gents. Yeah, sarcasm, yeah, I understand that, bud. Understand that. But yeah, so we got a killer heat dome, which is descending on Europe. Spain braces. Gelf, hello. Can't fault that, mate, for more gaming. I'll probably be doing most of that. I'll probably be doing that. Mostly because Phasmophobia, they just updated, well, they put a brand new update, and it's absolutely amazing. And it really is quite terrifying, I will say that. Have I got any videos of it yet? So I did record a couple, but I can't remember if I deleted them or not. Oh. You know what? You get called Walter a lot. Walter. Oh. But yes, you know, if you're in Spain, folks, be careful. Record 47 heat, which is nuts. What is C to Fahrenheit? $116 Fahrenheit. Holy shite. That's going to be a lot. But yeah, it's mad how, you know, you've got all this heat going on, but then you've got France and the subways are flooded. Absolutely nuts. Oh, you got F1. Oh, Astrid. I'm so jealous of that. So jealous. What we got by Becca Manjaro? Oh, Daily Mail Plus. Gotta pay us if you want to read it. Britain braces a record-breaking 36 killer heat wave. Okay, that could be nice. That could be nice. All phones to blast out emergency alarm and system test as the UK government warns UK. Yeah. I turned all mine off. I turned all mine off. Die, hello! Yeah, I turned my emergency stuff off. I was like, yeah, I don't want any of that shit on my phone. Well, so, the morning after, Orlando Bloom spotted wrapping his arms around Bezos's Venetian wedding. Yeah, okay. Power, Cotswolds, moment Ecuador's most wanted drug lord is found hiding under a trapdoor. Ooh. His 3-year-old daughter gave him up. That is insane. That is amazing. Hey, Tony. That is insane. His 3-year-old daughter gave up his location. I bet she was like, oh, where's daddy? Where's daddy? And the guy's by there. Yeah. Oh, jeez. He was serving 34 years in prison for murder, drug trafficking, and organized crime. Jose Adolfo Macias Villamar, whatever, okay. He's been charged in absentia by American prosecutors. Oh. His daughter gave him up. Yeah, I heard that, Water Dragon. You say it's that they split up. Supposedly, it was a while ago as well. Where is it? Ronnie O'Sullivan got married, okay. Lordy, Rebecca Del Rio. Oh, what? Oh, that's sad. Rebecca Del Rio is dead, age 57, American singer famed for a role in, yeah. That's the only thing I know her from is Mulholland Drive. I absolutely love that film. Such a good film. Time to go. That is nuts. Kids got to hear her sing, also I didn't listen to her and secretly recorded the moment. The most famous song, Leah, song Crown, which I'm doing right now as I type this. How did she pass away? Because that's sad. That's young. The cause of death remains unknown. Her death comes 16 years after her son sadly died at age 23. Bloody hell. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Like I say, I only know her from Mulholland Drive. She was the other femme fatale in it. Oh, that's sad. That sucks. But yeah, so we had a drug dealer who literally got turned in by his own daughter. I think that's really funny. Rampant street crime, but there. Okay, don't care about that there. Discovered hiding a kitchen bunker in his hometown. Stormed the luxury home and lifted a trapdoor. Where's the daughter? Not bad looking place. Look at that! Sofas and TVs still in their boxes and stuff. Bloody hell. When the men infiltrated the home when his daughter accidentally revealed his location. Aww. Hunkered down in an air-conditioned bunker. They brought in heavy machinery. Oh my god. I'm coming out. Probably, more than likely, with that. That is insane. And there he is. Bye-bye, buddy. They got you. Sparked riots in several prisons across the country as well. Wow. That's one thing I've noticed as well. Amaka, oh, imagine that. Man, she did become like a one of these people, the drug enforcers. That'd be so mad. But if you notice as well, we have seen a lot of these drug lords. They're all small. Has anyone else noticed that? You got El Chapo. He was small. Gang leader escaped prison in 2013. Absolutely nuts. A tooth. That is insane. So many things go through my mind when I see things like this. It's absolutely nuts. As, obviously, has a lot of people been seeing, AH fans on Twitter and everything else, and they're going absolutely nuts. Right. Where is it? So when do you start up your gang in Wales? Hey, I'm 6 foot, mate. I'm 6 foot. I'm not small, so I'm fine. But I do have my friend Bryony, though. She is only 5'3". So, yes, what? He is, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not. The other can't remember his name, but he's in End of Days with Annie. He plays his partner. I can't remember the name, but this guy on the far left. So you got Kevin Spacey is just over 5'6" or whatever there, and he's just under 5'6". No, I don't want that one there. We're gonna zoom in. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah, Tony, it is. It's the way that she's gone on and the way she's been telling people about, oh, look what I'm doing, this, that, and the other. Because obviously we got this. Which, this came out the other day when he did the interview. And, that he revealed the names of those who betrayed him during the trial and everything else. And the funny thing is, you've got her fans coming out. Oh my god. No, that is, you know, it is. And say nothing as well, Sarkaz, like my chair. My chair, I have got a massive chair though. And like if I want to sit properly in the chair, that's what it's like. So that's it. But I do like to like slouch down a little bit. Just because I like my legs under the desk with a fan. But yeah, we've seen a lot of her fans doing a lot and saying a lot of stupid shit recently. I'll try and find one now. Where is it? So if I actually in my notifications will be one. Because obviously he came out, he did that interview, and everyone's like, see, he can't stop talking about her. And he's like, he was asked a question. Let's have a little look-see. And again, they all keep bringing up the bloody UK trial. She won the UK. She was never a part of the UK. It's absolutely nuts. I got one by ear. Oh, see me. This annoyed me. It's time to find. He hasn't done anything. It's literally her. Every time something positive comes out about him, her PR team flood everything. And if you notice as well, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of bots that actually come out and start liking all of these. You know, like here we go. 2.4 thousand. You know, it's... Yeah, we got to say Lily by ear about it all. Yeah, we got Dr. Truth. Literally, by ear. Someone, this person by here was replied to by this guy here. Don't know who he is. I'd be mad too. You look this. And these are people who support her. It's absolutely nuts. And like I say, Truth Sig is saying there. This fanatical AH support and needs to step away from social media. Being attractive does not negate AH is this. The comment is utterly vile. It is. It's absolutely horrible. It's disgusting. And if you remember as well, who did AH hire? She actually hired someone who has been done for all that, didn't he? Let's have a look, find him again. PR guy. Yeah, this is it by you. This is the dude. New PR guru hired to paint Johnny Depp as an alcoholic binging this, has 2 DUI arrests, left 2 jobs after this, and is known as the walking Me Too case. Absolutely insane that these people, that they go on, they think of all of these things, like, oh my god, this is what he's done. It's like, come on. Oh, Chris Boozy. Yeah. Chris Booth's still active. Nate should have... yes, Nate should have did it. So, with that, I was 100% behind Nate when they took it to court and everything else. But then all of a sudden, they were like, no, we can't do that. We're not doing that. And it's like, this dude is... he's actually out there. He's saying that this guy is harassing him, which Nate showed the evidence. The guy was harassing Nate. And the guys like, oh, no, no. And it's like, oh my God, it really is. But yeah, it's absolutely insane that these people think. Oh, water, yeah. So, with the Wooten, I'm going to turn the music off a minute. I'm going to pause the music. With Wooten, it's, like I say, it's the best thing of all now is when he went through all of those claims, where, to be honest with you, they weren't claims. It actually happened because all the people had evidence pointing to Dan Wooten. For some unknown reason, Dan Wooten got off. But with that one there, obviously he was going around, he was saying, oh, these people, they're lying about me, they're this, they're that. And even though he hasn't apologized to Depp, because he did say, he goes, oh, I wish I never got involved now because I know she was lying. When he said that, my mind straight away went to, so the court case in London then, the one where the son had the judge say that Johnny Depp is this, that should be null and void because the guy actually stated, the guy who Johnny Depp was suing, he said, she lied to me. Straight away, that's like, well, obviously then, that's it then. You know, that should be null and voided. But you say that to any of AH's fans and they go, no, he never. And I've shown him clips, I've shown him his statement when he said it all and everything else, and they're like, no, that's not real. And it's like, no, it's real. You know, that's the, and it is, birds of a feather flock together, exactly. When he got done for all of that, and to be honest with you, to this day, I still believe that Dan Wooten got off lightly. I really do. I am violent times, yeah. Completely lost my thought then. Hey, Bowser, how's it going? Yeah, the case should be overdone straight away because of it. And as you can see from here, because when we covered it all, you know, this was February when the police forces take no further action. And here, this is an interesting one. Dan Wooten finally axed from GB News as Ofcom rules against channel in Knew This. You know, the presenter was suspended from the channel in September after his exchange with Lawrence Fox. So with that one there, if you can remember, I did a video and because I had a bit of information where some people who worked for GB News said he was fired. Literally said he was fired. And I was like, right, great, okay, down with me. And I put the video out. I was like, this is it. He's put out the video that this is it now. So, where is it? Broke rules, cash for leaks, yeah. Dan we have something on him, yeah. Paid for victim, takes him to court. That was earlier this year. God damn, where the hell is it? But yeah, it's, you know, say we found it, we put it out there, said that he was fired. And I think that was around like October, November 2023. The amount of backlash that I had for that. Jesus Christ. The amount of people who are messaging me on Twitter and you're lying, he does nothing but good. And I was like, nah, he's fired. He's fired. And there was one who, which is kind of interesting, is she was following me. She followed us on YouTube and everything else. And she was just replying to nearly every video that I was doing about Johnny Depp. So glad for Johnny Depp that he's won, blah, blah, blah. But then with Dan Wooten, no, he's innocent. And I was thinking to myself, whoa, there's evidence showing that he was this horrible person. And, Water, no, they never did. You know, they go on saying, oh, we know, oh, they've had all of this, they've had that. It's like, nah, no chance. Right, let's have a look across the channel. Dan Wootton fired. So the first video I did was September 28th, 2023. That is when Dan Wootton got fired from the Daily Mail. Again, I had that out like a day or two before it went live. That people actually, he came out and said, oh, we've been let go. That one Dan Wootton fired from GB News, October 1st. And then up here, there's another one, The Hidden Truth, why he wasn't fired at the time. Because he had £113,000 in shares, I believe, going back into March 2023. And then obviously fired March the 5th last year. He's actually fired due to it. But people didn't want to know. They did not want to know about it. And they started accusing me of putting out fake stuff. And I'm like, no, the guy is fired. And these people just couldn't grasp it. Dan Wootton is a creep, catfish, and abuse. Yeah, he is. He should have been ostracized by the journalism industry long ago. But he makes headlines, so he's useful. That's why they kept him on as well, I think. Asian Amica. Did you know at the time Wootton come back to New Zealand and still couldn't get a job? Yeah. Because he came back, he went over to New Zealand, didn't he, for about 6 months or so. And because no one would hire him, he had to come back. But then he was thinking of going over to... bloody hell, over to up to Scotland. Did you see the royal Twitter post to Meg? We see you. No? Oh, we gotta look for this now. Gotta look for this now. You may have to tag me in that one. Because I can't seem to find... Again, royal... It's the royal, was it? See the royal Twitter post. Royal, we see you. Oh, right, okay. Okie dokie, right. Go by you. Royal website's brilliant reaction to clip trolling Harry and Meghan dance video. Although a breach of royal protocol forbidding filming inside the palace, they made light of the situation. We see you. That's funny. Oh, we got a Diddy in the chat. Folks, you know what to do. Bowsette sarcasm, sick 'em. Royal family's surprising reaction to video mocking him. I saw this one here, but I didn't know what it was about. Because I saw that someone was moaning about it or something, that they were in the palace or whatever. And I think it was one of, like, is it his ex-wife or something? Oh, Kel, hey! Yeah, Kel, I haven't seen any of yours come up yet. What's going on? Oh, Kel, yeah, say, Kel, we haven't seen any of your things come up, because obviously when yours come up on the screen, yours is in green. And nothing's come up with green so far. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, say, it's... I don't think we got any banned words or anything, have we? Ah, nice. Oh, Calvia, 100%. Yeah, see, I just hit him on the channel, I did, Gelf. But yeah, what the hell's, you know, it was like... At least we had Diddy. At least we had Diddy come into the party. Oh, absolutely nuts. But yeah, so I saw something like this, because they were dancing on the grand staircase or whatever. But obviously, filming inside... Oh, there we go. Jamie Ling, Jennifer, yeah, we see you. You also had your pap camera out with a flash. Think of what the flash has done to those priceless paintings. Wow. Yeah, Fern Cotton, that was the one. She was the one who came out, and I saw she said something about on a radio show or something. Earlier this month, Harry, yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous that video was. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, to be honest with you, Cal, you know, this, what cracks me up, we've been going on, obviously, regarding, regarding all these scams or whatever, and then we had someone called Diddy getting in. Can we actually see this guy's profile or something? We can indeed. So this is the dude. Diddy's party used with the place to be. Now they're just evidence in the courtroom. More info joined April of 2023. He's got all of this. Wow. And I take it that's him. Okie dokie. Well, we know what he looks like. No, this ain't your typical Diddy party at all. At all. Yeah, we got a video by there we're going to look at after, which is victim's life is threatened after he gets in too deep with a crypto scammer. Oh, yeah. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, with this dude here. So, when he finally got axed and everything else, obviously, because he said that she lied, it should all be overturned. It 100% should be overturned because he admitted that she lied. And with all of that, it's like, right, here we go. And with him now being on YouTube as well, personally, I actually do think that he's only come to there. Is he on Rumble? I don't actually know if he's on Rumble or not. Let's have a look. And obviously, he's been going on, doing a lot of stuff there, and yeah, he's on here as well. Which is actually really, really funny. Because he's gone on stating that obviously with Rumble, it wasn't that good. He shouldn't be on, or about Russell Brand. That's where he's gone because he's this. And it's like, right. But, yeah, his lives, again, it is Rumble, I would love to start on Rumble. But a lot of it doesn't really do a lot of stuff on there for me. And again, like I say, this is obviously the channel I got over there. Which, if you are on Rumble, folks, and you are not subscribed, it's over there. I'll put that in me kick one as well. But yeah, there's so many things going to say with Rumble. Rumble is a good platform. I do think so. But there's a lot of things over there which can be a little bit like, right, okay, we need to sort something out. And to be honest with you, I haven't actually got their live stuff free. I don't know how to go into it because I haven't done any lives over there yet. But I would like to start multi-streaming to there as well. So have like YouTube, Kick, and Rumble. Like I say, obviously with Kick, that is one of the places I want to start streaming the most. But you got to get so many things before you could even start, not advertising, but doing like earning money on over there. That's why I say YouTube is my #1 platform and always will be. But what we got by side, Rumble is most likely to, the only platform we can say. And yeah, it's with Rumble, obviously there's a lot of things behind it, which can be good. They go on about free speech and everything else. And things have been going on. It's like, right, okay, most people can say what they want, Water, yeah, being over in the UK, what is the tea on Russell? Or are things happening there? Yeah, so supposedly, we'll have a little look-see now, actually. Because he was being taken to court, if I remember correctly, and he was charged with something. So, this was last month. Oh, I hate TikTok. TikTok is the worst thing ever. That's where literally brain rot is. And all the people from TikTok have tried bringing their brain rot over into YouTube, and it hasn't worked. They're like, why isn't anyone watching my stuff? Because it's shit. That's why. But yeah, so Russell Brand, comedian, actor, pleads not guilty to these charges. So, again, with this, as you can see, it's going back literally nearly 30 years for everything that's happened. And he's pled not guilty to the charges as he appeared in a London court. The British comedian and actor from Hambledon in Buckinghamshire was charged by post last month with 1 count of this. Each of these, as well as 2 counts of this. The charges relate to the alleged incidents involving 4 separate women. 49-year-old who's been living in the US was flanked by 2 officers as he pleaded not guilty to all charges. You know what? Sarcasm. We haven't, obviously on bloody hell. On StreamYard, we can highlight stuff. Hey, Cassandra, how's it going? Trying to catch a mouse in the bedroom. Oh, get a trap. But yeah, so when they start going and the more famous they get, this does seem to be the truth. They seem to get more vile and they seem to get more and more outlandish with things that they can do. Obviously, this is kind of going the way of when people go about people who watch adult movies. Like, you're watching these, you get addicted to them or whatever, but then it's getting more and more and more. And it's like, you're trying to find the next extreme, the next extreme, the next extreme after that. And it does seem to be the way it all goes, because obviously, perfect example is look at Diddy. With all these parties he's been doing and everything else, and then all of a sudden, it's like, right, okay, we got this now. But what can I do? I know, I'll introduce this. We'll add more people. We'll bring in things that we can take to make us go stupid and doolally and all that. And make us go like, whoa, and all that kind of thing. And then, once you've done all of that, it's just trying to go even more. It's like, what else can you do? And the way I look at it is, look at Epstein. Look what he did on his island. And the amount of celebrities that went to his island. And it's like, we know, some things that go on. Oh, Amica, no, Brand is not more famous than Depp. Out of everyone who's been accused, out of everything, I would say the most famous is more than likely, you had Mel Gibson, and you had obviously Johnny Depp and a few other people. Oh, shit. My thing is going. And some other things. Obviously, famous and powerful are completely different, though, aren't they? Because obviously, the people who've been implicated, the most powerfulest man in the world, Donald Trump. He's been implicated so much, hasn't he? Yeah, baby oil. Yeah, the Diddy case. It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, there's so many things that these people go through. And people in power, again, you had the Queen's son, Andrew, obviously Trump, you've got like Tom Hanks, all these other people. They've all been included on the flight list to go to his island. And it's absolutely nuts to see that sarcasm, you are 1000% right. Literally. Brandon Manson. You know what? Yeah, I'd say Brand is more online like with Marilyn Manson, yeah. Obviously, in the metal world, Manson is quite high, but not as high as like Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth and all that kind of stuff. But there's so many things going on, and it makes you think, literally, like, is becoming famous and rich a good thing? But again, as they always say, money talks. That is literally it. If you're rich, what can I do? It's like when you see some type of horror films and all, like the most dangerous game, where, you've done everything in the world. Oh, what can we do? I know, let's hunt humans. That sort of thing. Hard to argue with Van Damme. The elite and the rich people, they pay so much money to go hunting, but instead of animals, it's humans. Saka, you know what? How much did he actually use? Has anyone actually found that? You know what? If anyone looks at my search history, it's going to be nuts. How much lube was used by Diddy? Oh my days. What a search name there though, innit? So also recovered with the 1,000 bottles of baby oil was seized. That was nuts. That much that much lube was seized. Mocks Diddy over obscene amount of oil, yeah. Lawsuit claim was laced. Again, there's so many things going on in it, you know. Patty, good morning. How are we today? How are we doing? But yeah, it's so much going on. Water, I'd love to be rich, but my morals can't be bought. I'd hate to be famous though, especially at Depp's level. He says he stays in the lock because exactly. You know what? Like obviously around my area, there's quite the number of like famous people, obviously, who come from my area and everything else. Like I say, one of the biggest things, obviously, he's no longer here. You know, rest in peace to Lemmy, Motorhead, one of the best bands ever. The drummer was from around this area, and the Fuel Rock Club in Cardiff, he comes in there. Lemmy used to go in there. You know, there's that. Obviously, we got Tom Jones, Shirley Bassey. For the older people, you know. Oh, bloody hell. Footballers. Like in Cardiff, on the corner, across the road from Cardiff Castle, Gareth Bale, he owns the pub. And he'll go in there and everything else. The amount of, like say, famous, mostly sports stars. You know, like where I live, down a lane where you go between Cardiff and like Barry area, there is a farm that used to be owned by Colin Jackson, the British Olympic runner. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts how many people are around the areas. But yeah, it's... Me and my dad was talking about this the other day because obviously the Euro Millions last week was like 213 million pound, which is absolutely obscene. And obviously with that, you would become... rather famous overnight because you would be classed as one of the richest people in the UK. And we were just talking about it because we were like, oh, where would you live? Obviously, you'd have to have security all the time. And all this kind of stuff, it just goes nuts. You know, but it's like, you know, would you give the charity? Yes. But, you know, it would be like anonymous donations. But it's the famous part that I think a lot of people, like say, I don't want to be famous. You know, I was like, well, no, famous, no. Don't want to do that at all. Because that is scary. Because, again, people will see you, oh, he's famous. They're bound to be rich. That's what goes to a lot of people's minds. Oh, Tony, that is so cool. Yeah, what? Yes, Water Dragon. Yeah, so the pub in Somerset, because he did visit a couple of times, didn't he? Because he has bought a house round by there. Again, Somerset, literally. How far away is Somerset from me? Not that long, I don't think. I think it's like an hour, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours in the car. But if we go across the water, you're literally looking, I think it'd be like an hour. But because of where Somerset is, obviously by Glastonbury and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's so many things. It does make you think, like, what would you do? You know? What would you do if you are rich and everything else? Well, I'm not too sure if he's into animals, but I know he was into his World War II bad guy memorabilia. Lemmy had a shit ton of that, and people started calling him the N-word. He's like, no, he goes, it's memorabilia. It's war memorabilia. He likes World War. You know, he was like, he was just fascinated by it. It's like with me and my turtles. But yeah, like I say, with Lemmy, one of the best stories I've ever heard about Lemmy, I'll show you now. So Vicky Hungerford, she is the person who started Bloodstock Festival, the one I go to all the time, with her father and father, sister, mother. They all started doing it. And it's this lady here. It is. And obviously Lemmy's bar is there. But the thing is, this is Vicky Young, and that's her husband there. Oh no, Simon, that's not her husband. Where's her husband? Not there. There. So the one with the 810. Oh, wait, I'll blow up now. Where's it? There we go. Oh no, it's going down even further. Anyway, so her husband, there she is with Lemmy. I'll just take her chat off. So, she was introduced to her husband by Lemmy, which is absolutely insane to think. Because her husband, when Motorhead and Lemmy obviously was around, he was one of Lemmy's right-hand men. You know, basically, his gopher, his assistant, or whatever you want to call him. Whatever he wanted to do, he would go and do it. Like, yeah, I'll go and get you some stuff now. And that's how she met him. Because Lemmy introduced them. Which is absolutely insane. But yeah, these two, obviously the two sisters, they're the ones along with her dad, which is by here. Oh, wrong one. By there. This photo. They're the ones who started all of the festivals. Well, for Bloodstock. And this year, it's the 24th year this year. Next year is the 26th, and all of a sudden it's gone really dark in here. Come on, son, come back out. But yeah, so many things. Absolutely amazing. And obviously, say, Bloodstock is the one I go to every year. That is the festival. I'm like, no, I need to go no matter what. Download a little bit too big for me now. Which I still find absolutely hysterical that I'm saying that. But like I said, the last time I went to the Download was 2019. And I will say it was the worst festival experiences ever for me. And that is because we went up on the Wednesday, and I have joined the dark side.
We are at the dark side.
But yeah, so Download 2019, there was one person who was performing, and it's the last person on my bucket list to go and see, and that's Rob Zombie. And he was playing the Friday night headliner on the second stage, but we went up there on the Wednesday, and it was about 6 months after when they told me about my back, that it was literally, my back's knackered and everything else. I was on crutches. My mates, bless them, you know, I love my mates to death. I couldn't have asked for better friends ever. And they carried all of my stuff. They carried all my bags, they carried my tent, they carried everything. And they had their own stuff as well. And we were, you know, they set it up for me because I literally on crutches, couldn't do nothing. And the Wednesday, I was like, right, okay. Because I was in a lot of pain the Wednesday. I was like, right, I'm just going to knock back a couple of my meds, which at the time I was on 60 milligrams of morphine a go. I'm now on 10, so I've come down a lot. But then I would take I took 2 or 3, and I was like, I'm just going to sleep. Just leave me at the tent. You guys go enjoy the, the town, as they call it, and go see what's on in the tents. I'm going to get some sleep, get some rest. I woke up then at... What time was it? It must have been about 4:30, 5 o'clock on a Thursday morning. And I was there and I couldn't move. It was funny because I rang my mates who was literally in the next tent. And all I could hear was his phone going. And he looked at it, and all I could hear was, "Mate, are you okay?" And I shouted, I was like, "Come get me." And he came in, he opened my tent, and I couldn't move. I was literally paralyzed. And I was like that for about 20 minutes. Couldn't move. I was in so much agony and everything else, I just couldn't move. And my friend Bryony, she was like, "What do you want me to do?" And I was like, "I really don't know." And she went, "Right, again, she's like 5'1", 5'2", she's tiny." And she was like, "Right, okay, we'll try and get you up, we'll try and get you walking around a little bit." And, bless her, she's absolutely amazing. She's my oldest friend, actually, as well. And we were doing everything, and she was like, "Right, okay, we'll try and do this, we'll try and do that." She helped me to where, like, the bathroom cubicles and all that was. That's how bad I was. I needed help. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, "Bro, just don't tell anyone about this, But about halfway back then, and where we were situated, we had to go like it was a steep hill like that. I got back to the tent and I was just like, I'm calling it a day. I can't do this. And I rang my dad. And again, it was like 6:30 in the morning. And remember now, we were like 150 miles away. I was like, Dad, I need you to come and get me. And obviously he's half asleep. He's like, what? You know, he's like, I can picture. He's like, what, why? What's wrong? I was like, I can't move. And then after about 5 minutes, he rang me back. He's like, right, I'm on my way. Took him about 3 hours to get to us because of traffic. But he got up there and it was, you know, he drove past the main stage. He was allowed onto the field because obviously he told them what was going on with me. And they were like, right, okay, go here. And they literally brought him to my tent. Because again, bless Bryony, she went and found the people and said, this car's coming up. This is the registration number. He's coming to pick up his son because his son can't move. And that was it. It was scary. It was horrifying, folks. It was, that's the only time when that's happened. Where I've been in so much pain I couldn't move. But after that, it's like that's when I started basically moving, trying to move a lot more, trying not to be, not to try and lie or sleep in certain ways. Again, that's what did me in, the sleep. Because I slept at like different angles. But again, you're on the floor. You know, it's, you know, obviously you got like an air mattress or whatever. But just trying to be in them when you literally can't do fuck all. It was like, oh my God, you know? Oh, sarcasm, yeah, I would never change my mates for the world. They have done so much for me over the last couple of years. It's been amazing. But like I say, with Bryony, she's, like I say, I've known her since, bloody hell, since I was 2. So literally, we've been, you know, like literally, we're like that. Literally, she's my sister. That's why I call her. She's my sister and all that. She calls my dad. So it's like, you know, that's what it is. But yeah, it was horrible. It was terrifying to a certain degree because I was like, I've just paid all this money as well. That's the thing that annoyed me. I couldn't get a refund, even though it was classed as a medical emergency. They're like, well, an ambulance never came and got you. I was like, well, yeah, but the thing is, though, this is the next best thing. Getting people who know what's going on with me. But yeah, so since then, I haven't gone to download. Mostly because it's... When I was going to say 2018, it was Guns N' Roses, which was, I think, the highest number of daily people I ever had. It was like 120,000, which was insane. But the year before, like I say, we did everything. We were going on all the rides, having so much fun. But again, it was just the following year, everything just went... Well, Patty, I haven't been to a chiropractor now for about 3 years. And I was having acupuncture. They were doing the, oh, bloody hell, you know, the metal hammer on the metal, you know, big-ass nail sort of thing. But yeah, so I haven't been there since 2019. But again, it's huge. You know, 100,000 people a day or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. Bloodstock, I'm happy because that's 20,000, you know, and it's a small festival. So that's what I always love. But yeah, it just sucks because Rob Zombie is the only one on my bucket list that I need to see. But... never sound never again, but if Rob Zombie did turn up at download, I would probably go just for a day ticket. Because he is the only one I need to cross off and my bucket list is done. Well, say, Bowser, with download, it's like that, you know? Sometimes it's absolutely amazing and then it goes, you know, sometimes. Well, saying that, like, I've recently seen a few videos of Axel because they were in Wembley last night in London, and my friend went in there with her husband and her son. Son's first gig in Wembley, which is amazing, and they were like, "Oh, it was great," but Axel can't do what he used to do anymore. You know? Yeah, Water. Yeah, I missed because he was on the Friday night, and I left Thursday morning. I was there, I think, how long was I there for? I wasn't even there for like 24 hours. I think I was there for like 15, 16 hours, and that was it. The wet festivals, yeah. So, download 2019 again, thank God, I come home. My mate sent me a photo when they were there, and the little town area where you got all the shops and everything else, it was under that much water and mud. There's photos of them. Like I say, my mate Harbin, he's 6'2", and You couldn't see his feet. His wellies were in the mud. That's how bad it was. If I was there, I would have been fucked. Literally. But yeah, Rob Zombie's the one I want to see the most. But yeah, so I saw Guns N' Roses 2018, and Axl Rose was good then. But recently, it just sounds like his voice is shot. You know? Absolutely shot. Again, so yeah, with, like I say, with Glastonbury this week, because obviously that's this weekend. And, Glastonbury there. And for me, the festival this year, sometimes Glastonbury, they do have amazing lineups. But this year I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do any of this. You know? Lineup. Oh, Water. Oh, Appetite for Destruction. Yeah, young and on point. Like I say, when Axl Rose was in, when he was in his prime, I think he was one of the best singers ever. And it's, again, the songs went for him, didn't they, you know? Well, say, Kel, I've had a little look. Supposedly he is touring next year, but it may not be in the UK. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so this is what we got for the lineup for Glastonbury. So this is the main stage. So you got Alanis Morissette, Burning Spears, Supergrass. Again, don't know about that one there. But you got Biffy Clyro and the 1975. For me, not these. You know, it's like I'll watch Biffy, but I'm not really a fan. Tomorrow, Neil Young and the Chrome Hearts are the main ones. I'd watch Kaiser Chiefs. I would watch the Script because I actually do like the Script. And then Sunday, obviously, you got Rod Stewart in the afternoon, Noah Kahan and Olivia Rodrigo. Like I say, for me, is these just aren't me. But just seeing how many stages they have, I will say, is amazing. Like, so you got the main stage here, the pyramid ones. To me, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't really be here most of the time. Other stages. You got Busta Rhymes, Franz Ferdinand, Rizzle Kicks. I would be watching these all the time because I love them. Say Saturday, you got Deftones. You got Weezer. So many great ones. Sunday, you got Wolf Alice, Snow Patrol. You got The Prodigy. Again, The Prodigy is not The Prodigy really, though, is it? Well, Bowsette, Glastonbury is basically they try and get every single kind of genre under one thing. Because they want to try and get everyone to go there. And I think it's like 250,000 people, something stupid like that. Again, when you go into these other stages, there's not, you know, like Scissor Sisters, obviously, you know, like this kind of thing. Again, there's not really like, oh my god, I have to go and see these. But I know they do have a few, you know, Gary Newman. Oh, I love Gary Newman, see? Again, I'd be there for Gary Newman. No one else. There's so many things I see on these. An acoustic stage. It's, again, not exactly, you know, like, oh my god. It's, as you can see, it literally is catering for everyone. That is literally what it is. You know, it's, you know, then you got that one there. Arcadia stage. It's literally every single genre going. But for me, it's not for me. You know, when was it? Who has been the biggest Glastonbury headliner, actually? Again, Glastonbury is literally like an hour and a half away from me as well. But, again, look how it's been going since the 70s, like, you know? Which is absolutely insane. I'm doing that one there. Top of the history, organization, location, lineups, awards nominees. Again, yeah, it's not really much for that one there. But the best, here we go. The best headliners according to shortlist, you know? So, Radiohead in 97. They're saying that's number 1. You know, it's like, come on. Pulp, David Bowie, Arctic Monkeys, Foo Fighters, 2017. Blur, Elton John 2 years ago, Bruce Springsteen, The Prodigy, R.E.M., Metallica 2014, The Smiths, Oasis 95, Stormzy, Beyonce, The Levelers, Dolly Parton. As you can see, it literally is the who's who of music. And to be honest with you, sometimes when you see reports regarding Glastonbury, you can see a lot of people do not care. You could see a lot of people just go there for the festival stuff and to be like, oh my god, look at this is amazing, you know, and just for the festival atmosphere. But for me, it's a big no-no. It's a big no-no. Tony, yes, they are still going. Oh, water, I saw Gwar at Bloodstock 2022. And I absolutely loved them. They were so good. They were on the main stage. I think it was on the Sunday as well, because they had they brought a Joe Biden guy out and they cut his head off and everything. It was so funny. Oh no, they were on the Friday. They were, but yeah, like say for me, this one was absolutely incredible. This was 2022. And, like say, all of these, you had Behemoth. They weren't bad. Hey, Liz, how's it going? It wasn't too bad, you know, Behemoth. Not my band. I don't really like, oh my god, I gotta see him. But Testament, Exodus, Goa, Doyle. I wasn't really a fan of Doyle. Bloodywood are incredible. Absolutely incredible, Bloodywood. On the Saturday, Bury Tomorrow, Ginger. I didn't really like any of these. You know, Spirit World, Lost Society wasn't too bad. You had Based, Solosis, Borgia, but Merciful Fate were amazing. Merciful Fate were awesome. But then on the Sunday, you had Lamb of God closing. They were so good. They were so good. Oh, Violence were amazing as well. Butcher Babies were great. And the thing is, as well, 2022, this is actually when, on, was it the Friday? That in the tent, they actually had Machine Head, which was insane. Because we were all like, oh my god, how is Machine Head in there? You know? Water. Yeah, I'll say this year, Korn headline Download. Which was a little bit like, oh, right, okay, you know? But yeah, like I say, obviously now for Bloodstock, I'm going there this year. The lineup for this year is on point. So, as you can see, straight away, the three headliners are just amazing. Trivium on a Friday, it'll be my second time this year seeing them. Machine Head and Gojira. Cannot wait to see them. Got Lacuna Coil, we got Emperor, we got Ministry, we got Fear Factory, Lacuna Coil, we got Range Goblin, we've also got Paleface Swish, so many. August Burns Red, and these are just on the main stage. Mastodon, I'm actually seeing Mastodon next week, next Thursday, because I'm going to the Slayer gig here in Cardiff. But then in the tents, Obituary, Static X, oh, it's just so many amazing ones go in there. You know, 3 Inches of Blood, Throne. But then we've also got the EMP stage by here, which normally does like the Battle of the Bands. They go around everywhere, and you know, like say here in Cardiff, we're talking about the Fuel Rock Club. They'll hold a band audition, not audition, but a Battle of the Bands, and this is where they go, and it's absolutely amazing. Now I need to. Are they here? No, they're Machine. No. Rights to Ruin. Tiberius and Bad, Crown Solace, Insidious Void, Helldawn, Just Ritual, Desolator. There's so many for this year, I can't wait. But yeah, like I say, next Thursday, there won't be a string. Next Thursday, like I say, because I'm going to be in Cardiff all day, and I cannot wait. Amica, good night. Say, thanks for coming along, Amica. Well, Bowsette, say, I still got, bloody hell. On my Apple Music, I've got 76 days or 77 days worth of music, which is insane. Yeah, like I say, with next week, I say I am going to a gig here in Cardiff, which I'll just get now because Cardiff. I will be trying to do a short like vlog there, just so I can get back in the gist of things. But the bands that I'm seeing next Thursday is just insane because it's literally, it's just behind Cardiff Castle. And obviously by here and everything else. And the people who are there, like say, obviously, it's Slayer who is the headline. But there's Hatebreed. There's Amon Amarth. There is Anthrax. And Mastodon and Neckbreaker. Which is an insane lineup. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I can't wait to go there. But they say, I saw Iron Maiden. Bloody hell. I saw Iron Maiden Sonosphere 2010, I want to say. Because that was the last one I went to. Yeah, so Sonosphere 2010, we had Rammstein and Iron Maiden. That was the first time I saw Rammstein as well, and I was blown away by him seeing him live. Absolutely loved it. Oh, biggest rock headliners. I would say Ozzy is up there because it's Ozzy. You know, like say July 5th, he's got his last tour, hasn't he? Which is just going to be an insane day. But yeah, it's Ozzy Osbourne. Iron Maiden is up there. But if I had to do anything, I would say it's, I'd say Metallica is the all-time number one. But again, Metallica's my favorite band. So, but again, no, they are like the most big ones going. Water, oh my, yeah, Guns N' Roses, oh my. You know what? Seeing some bands open for others, and then seeing that band go on to become a major, and I mean a major, huge one, that must be insane to see. Like, saw them when they were little, like, you know? And I can only say that about one band? Because one band. There's Florence Black, they're called. And Florence Black are from here. They're from Bridgend, just down the road from me. And first heard them at Bloodstock 2017. We were just in the tent. They were in the tent, and we were there listening, me and my mates. They started playing, bloody hell. Bread Fan by Budgie. And with that, they just... oh, Bread Fan, love that song. Mostly because my dad, when he was younger, around 17, 18, Budgie were the same age, and my dad used to ferry them from place to place in Cardiff and Barry, and just doing basically a trucker, a roadie for him. He's the one who did all of that. And again, Locke got you to know them, and he started listening to him. Obviously, Metallica did a copy, but when they started going Bread Fan, they goes, oh, this is from a local band from us called Budgie back in the 70s. And me and my mates, we were just like, Budgie's from Barry. And we were like, that's literally next to us, right by us. And we were there. And when they started singing and then they stopped. And then they literally just went, is anyone from South Wales? So me and my mates, we were just giddy. We were like, us. And they were like, oh, shouting, goes, come closer. So we did. And they were like, where are you from? And we went, Barry, Cardiff area. And they were like, oh my God, so are we. And that was it then. For that weekend, if we saw them, we just hang out. Insane. They weren't huge. They weren't nothing. But now, they're up there now. Like I say, they support Slipknot. They support When Taylor Goes By Himself. They support Skindred. Again, Skindred, Newport band. So many things. Oh, so yeah, Kirk Hammett's guitaring, I absolutely love it. But I will say though, recently, he has slowed down a little, which is understandable. But it makes me think though, what would Randy Rhoads be like if Randy Rhoads was still alive? Because Randy Rhoads, at the time, he was on his way to becoming the greatest guitarist ever in my eyes. That was the thing. I'd be absolutely, if he was still around, And it sucks that obviously he got killed in the plane crash, didn't he? Which sucks. But yeah, I would absolutely love to see, you know? I think it'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, sadly, he's no longer here. Right, folks, let's have a little look-see at this video we got. I'm going to turn the music down. I'm going to put the music up a minute by there. But then we're going to close that down and pause it. Because obviously, we go in by here. So, this person has been scammed. And he gets in deep and he gets his life threatened. The thumbnail for this is scary. Let's just jump in.
Good morning. Did you sleep well last night? I am working now.
Her brother helps her do like short-term crypto
Straight
trading,
away, why would you do
trading. She's just been doing it for a year, and it helped her buy, you know, her house. It helped her fund her design company.
I have another good news to tell you. This morning, my brother told me that he would be a note that can track it today.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by SocialCatfish.com.
I fell deep with her. I just deep.
Idiot.
Financially, it's just too much.
Resting because I'm tired of shopping today.
Total is like $1 million.
Randy Rhodes would be amazing, wouldn't he?
In profits.
It'd be so
On
good.
today's episode, we speak to a man named Brandon who fell deeply in love with a woman he met online named Miley. She claimed she was a fashion designer that lived in LA. The two hit it off on Bumble and planned a life together.
Ain't gonna
Things
happen.
took a turn when Miley told Brandon about how much success she was having on a crypto trading website that helped her buy a home and launch her own company. Brandon came to us to verify this woman's true identity and this crypto website he invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into. Let's see if we can help him out. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
My name is Brandon. I work in healthcare as an analyst. Born in Northern California, raised in Northern California. I like outdoors, movies, sports. I've been single pretty much most of my life. I did have a girlfriend maybe like 3 or 4 months. This is a long time ago.
Silly.
Pretty much single all my life. You know, I was kind of shy growing up. Wasn't really outgoing. Maybe like more of an introvert. Yeah, I just didn't, I don't know, seek it, I guess, as much for love. But as I'm getting older, I kind of changed. My mindset's kind of changed. So, you know, kind of looking for that special someone. Hopefully one day.
Brandon has spent his adult life alone. He's been on a few dates, but nothing ever really panned out. He's 45 years old and has never had a girlfriend.
Online dating, I thought, was just another resource to put my face out there and see who's available to talk to reach out. It's instant access. I think the ideal woman for me that, you know, nice, takes care of herself, knows how to put on her makeup, knows how to, you know, wears her hair a certain way, has good humor, just good features on her, you know, eyes, and just have a good, happy personality. Likes to wear yoga pants, like nice clothes.
Idiot.
I don't like girls with tattoos. I like girls with just piercing on her ears, not on her nose or lips or anything like that.
Absolute
I find
idiot.
attractive too. You know, you got to, in order to race into where they gotta like each other too.
No, in it, you know, it's
nice. You know,
saying that by there that he's an analyst and all that. I was like, come on.
Take care of herself. I'm not into like big heavy set girls. Just, you know, not heavy set. Big girls, just thin.
Mate, go for anything you can
Okay,
get.
thick. Not too tall, like maybe my height, like 5'8". That's like the tallest. Not too short, like 5'3". And I work in healthcare at a hospital. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, people to meet. There were some that were close by that worked near their department, but I wasn't really pursuing it. I didn't feel that attraction. They were nice people.
You know what?
When I go to the cafe,
Bowes, you have literally just said it. So, out of everyone we have seen recently with all of these, this guy seems to be the one who actually has more of an understanding of what can happen and should know how to use tools, as you say, Bows, reverse image searching. You know, this is it. And it makes you think because, again, him working in that field, he would have a lot of knowledge. And again, though, like you said, though, Bow, again, he's single, he's living by himself, and by the sounds of it, well, no, they actually did say it, didn't they? He hasn't had an adult relationship in his life. No. Next, I'm going next vid of the minute. I'm still looking. But this would be a funny one because literally he gets threatened after he gets in too deep with it.
There's plenty of nurses I've seen that are attractive, but it's like they're eating and talking to someone else. So just, I had a hard time trying to figure out approach. And I didn't want to disrupt them while they're eating or on their break or lunch.
The older Brandon was getting, the more he sought after a serious relationship. But this all changed when he matched with a beautiful woman on Bumble.
We met on Bumble, the dating app. Her name is Miley Chan.
Oh, Miley Chan, straight away,
so
come on.
She reached out, and when I opened up her profile, what was going through my mind was, she only had 2
I
photos,
double
so
check all the stuff I get, all the offers I get. Because sometimes they're too good to be true. That is it.
Getting to know each other. She told me that she was from Chongqing, China, a city somewhere in the middle of China. She mentioned her height was like 5'7".
Completely correct there.
Pounds. Asian lady.
Literally, 40-year-old virgin.
She sent me a photo. She said that photo was.
We're gonna have to try and set something up, right, guys? We're gonna have to try and set something up. So where we can put like I don't know, like say if you wanted me to see something again, I thought we could try it through Discord, but for some unknown reason, Discord it just doesn't want to play ball with me. And if we can get something where we can, again, obviously I said about Twitter, Bowser's done it, and so has Cassandra, where we can, just put things on there, and if you want to look on it, during a stream or something, it'd be really cool. But we gotta try and find somewhere where we could do that, something, put ideas or whatever, where something that everyone can get a hold of. Right, okay, I don't care about playing Snake or whatever. And, right, let's see, because we got some people there. Okie dokie. So we're gonna have to try and think of some things to do. So where we can put everything. Like say if you see something or you see a funny website or a funny article or whatever, we can put some things out and just try to be like, okay, we do it all here,
in a Chinese restaurant. She's kind of skinny, fit, nice cheekbone, brown eyes, black hair. She recently said she bleached her hair to almond color.
Yeah,
really pretty eyes, nice cheekbones, a nice smile, nice teeth. She was looking for true love. She wanted someone that was real, not looking for short-term relationships, seeking someone long-term. She mentioned that she didn't wear makeup in those photos. She wanted to find real people that were interested, not like if she dressed up with makeup, she didn't want people to like her because of her makeup. She wanted like people because of her natural beauty.
Yeah, I remember you saying the other day about you're in ex-jail.
I would greet
we gotta try and find somewhere, I'll try and find like a website or something that I can do. We can just, I can put the link somewhere and we just go through it all.
I get off of work, it was busy, and then, I would ask her how her day were, and we'd chat pretty much throughout the day until we went to bed.
Like I say, because I thought we could try and do it on Discord, but it doesn't seem to want to play ball.
Design or clothing design. She manages a design team herself. She said she worked for Affliction. She had expensive taste. She likes, like the designer clothing brands or purses.
See, when I hear the band Affliction, I think of the MMA brand.
After a few months of chatting, Brandon and Miley began to get serious.
Baby, sometimes I called her babe. A month into it, she wanted to be closer to me. We're, because I mentioned to her long distance, talked about living with each other, having a family and all this. We need to be closer. How can you have a relationship? I mean, she mentioned, we need to be closer, and that she was going to move back to the city once she's done with her project designs for the company in LA. You can leave voice messages, so she'll leave like voice messages. She left them before.
I love you too, Randy. Always by your side as a grand old
Yeah, okay.
angel to be your wife, Angel. Baby, Randy, do you have a good time today? Do you miss me?
No, you're an
I will
idiot.
miss you in my dream. Have a great night. Sweet dreams.
Up until this point, Brandon was willing to do whatever it took to be with this woman. While she was finishing out her contract with Affliction, she told Brandon about a new way he could make money.
Well, I didn't send money to her. I sent money to that trading platform. I didn't directly send it to her. Her brother helps her do like short-term crypto trading, binary trading. She's just been doing it for a year, and it helped her buy, her house. It helped her fund her design company. When she showed me the platform, I was like, oh, it looks pretty good, and you can make money pretty fast. So she had me download Crypto.com app. I did that. And then she had me download the DeFi wallet from Crypto. So I downloaded that.
Sorry, folks. Bowsette, we are going to see what this is now, buddy. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we gotta be careful with that one there. Gotta be very careful. I can't show that one again. Wow, okie dokie. Bowsette. Yeah.
And there were different cryptocurrencies in there. Kind of showed me through how the platform trading worked and how much there are different trading types, like 60 seconds, 150 seconds. Yeah,
Bows, we've already showed it. We've done it.
And there's different amounts.
It's alright. It was quick. Voice screamed down.
So the first
understandable lower Bows. Understandable that is.
$3,000 just to see what the earning was. And I kept it in there. I saw the value in it. You make more money. Obviously, the more money you put, the more you make.
But I remember with you saying that, obviously reading that there.
Put some in there, and then I
saw that, and I was like, oh.
Trades, so I can make more profit.
It's a little bit
when
much.
I made that 3,000, first year she showed me how to withdraw. So I did withdraw the 161, but I kept the 161 that I withdraw. But
with that one there, though, Bows, I actually remember that
trades
because
Brandon felt comfortable.
Isn't that the one? Isn't that the one where they could say nothing happened to him, and it was literally just like brushed over?
Being able to withdraw some of his investments, but he would later learn that would be the last time he was able to take anything out of his account again.
Yeah,
so 2 days later we did it again. I didn't put any more money. I just used.
So Water Dragon, what it was, without saying obviously the actual bad words,
and I made,
a teacher who posted stuff on Twitter,
was pretty good at analyzing the data.
It was horrible stuff. And Bowser just said it should be, the guy should be,
she convinced me to
paraded around. I think is the best word to describe it.
Put in over $12,000 in there. So that 60-second trade was like $900 you get on June 1st, and it's only a 1-minute trade. So it's pretty fast that you make that kind of profit. And then I took money out of my retirement and I went up to 30,000.
Yeah, Bows, that's the best way to describe it. That's the best way.
I made 13,000. So their brother wanted to do more, not going to do any more 60-second trade. They're going to do 150-second trades. So I needed more money because I need to be over 50,000. So I took money out of my retirement.
He was a fluter. Yeah.
About I think $7,000-8,000 in the account. And we did one trade on June 21st, and I made about $11,000. The next day, I did 2 more trades. So the first one, was
it was very nasty.
The next one, I made $15,000. That put me over $100,000. So then I took more money out from my other retirement. It just built up from there.
I'm still trying to find a website by here for what we can use. If we can have suggestions and stuff.
I had a total of $345,000. That put me at, with that profit over, almost $500,000.
See, I don't understand. We've been watching these now for the better part of, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? And this guy's one of them. Why is there so many people that get done? Brett, good afternoon, my friend. How are we? Why is there so many idiots in the world that fall for all of this?
And profits. right now my account's frozen. They won't withdraw the money until they get the 34,490, and then they'll put it back, and then they'll release the withdrawal.
The account was locked, and the company claimed they needed a final payment of $34,000 to release any of the funds. But Brandon ran out of money.
Also, she volunteered to lend me $10,000.
I'm going to do a poll here, folks.
$25,000
just so I can see something.
Right now, she wants her money back that she lent me.
Just trying to see, again, for like Instagram and Twitter and all that, because I'm thinking these are probably the only two places where we can actually get things, you know, basically be suggested. Like, say, if you see something funny, like a funny article or something like that, you can send it, say, oh, we can look at this or whatever that. Does that make any sense? Does that make sense?
$35,000. Yeah, I don't have that kind of money. All my money's, you know, I did all these loans and I took money out of my savings and my retirement. I can't pay her back. And
sarcasm. Cheers for coming along, bud. See you later.
I'm stuck. I kind of want the money now because I have
See you in a bit, mate.
I want to pay off all these loans.
Have a nice evening.
And I have to pay almost $820 a month. One of the other loans I have to pay $580. Another loan was $888. Another loan is $873. And the last one is $685. Put me on a tight budget, really, really tight budget. And I can't. No,
that's all right. Angel, I'm just trying to find a way where, obviously, like, when we're on stream, what we can watch and everything else, if, you know, so we can find things, like I say, if someone sees something funny, you can drop a link and say, oh, we can watch this or have a look at this. That's what I want to try and get. So, like I say, that's what I'm trying to say. At the moment, those two seem to be... There's motion in my garden. Okay. These two are the only thing I can think of at the moment. Like I say, we did try Discord, which I do have the link for Discord. Which is by here. Which we'll put in the chat. I'm pretty sure that's the Discord one for now. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're trying to find things like that. So, like I'm saying, I'm trying to find like a website or something that we can just go on, just drop a link or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I fell deep with her. I was deep, you know, financially.
To be honest with you, with this guy here, this has been very boring up until... right, here we go.
A few days later,
here we go. I just saw a pow.
Believe, you know, I put that much money in there and, you know, I'm kind of, you know, in trouble with pain, living, you know, kind of...
Our team began to dig into all of Brandon's information.
Let's have a little look-see at this.
He had $1 million in his website, and
no,
the
he
guy
didn't.
could barely even pay his bills. Something was fishy, and we were going to get to the bottom of this. A few days later, we received a message from Brandon.
The month's almost over, and I have to see you message me within the week and return the funds I lent you. Can't get away, I have your phone number. I can always contact the police to find you. What are you doing? Please get back to me when you do. Running away won't solve anything. I think my uncle will come after you with a... And then there's that photo there.
Wiley claimed she was going to send her family to harm him if he didn't pay the fees to unlock his account so he could pay her back. We hopped on a call with him immediately.
And she texted me last night. It was kind of odd.
That's actually what we wanted to hop on the call about was, you know...
Oh, Brett, I got a little black book now that I keep...
On what,
all my passwords are in it.
Well, I mean, during the trading session, she would help me out. She'd lend me like $10,000 or 10,000 tether, whatever the crypto was. And then later on, she lent me another 2450. So it's about, she says it's 35,000 to help me invest. So she wants it back. The first one was the guy with the gun stating that she'll send her uncle after me to get the money back. I don't know if she's gonna do so because she has my address.
Absolutely
she kind of knows where I get off at BART. There's like a local train stop because she said she has a condo near there. So I mentioned, you know, I get off near that area where she lives. So I don't know. And she has photos of me. There was some photos of me at work.
Oh.
She couldn't see my ID badge, so she doesn't know which hospital I work at, but she knows I work in a hospital.
After Brandon received this message from Miley, he was frightened. Our team took the rest of the day to investigate everything he sent over. We had
Cheers,
to
Bowles.
prove
Yeah,
to
I say
him that
Bowles.
this
I think
whole
that would
thing
probably
was
try and be
one
the
big
best way.
scam. Stick
If we
around
want to
until the
get,
end. We'll break down everything
if we want to
we
get
found.
certain like links to what we want to watch and all this kind of stuff, we can have it on there. Oh, Brad, yeah, the guy needs a barb, the guy with the pew pew.
Found out about this crypto site, and we even tracked down Miley's real location.
When I was talking to Miley, I
FU
told her that
gift
I could
cards.
pay her back the $40,000. I sent her a link to our website. We received 2 hits, and we were able to find out that Miley is actually in.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. It was now time to sit down with Brandon for the first time.
Hey, Brandon, how's it going, bro?
Good day. Hopefully get some good results.
It's kind of like you've gone
Mickey
from this
Rourke.
romance with this woman to now like, hey, just give me my money back.
She wanted the money back, and I didn't respond. I was letting you guys, Drew, you were talking to her, so I didn't really respond. So it was just basically she wanted my money back, but her money that she loaned me back.
We feel we pulled all the information that we needed to kind of put you at ease.
I
and
don't
to
feel
show
sorry
you
for this one.
The truth about everything.
For
Are you
this
ready?
guy, I'm just thinking, mate, you're an idiot.
So the first thing we looked into was the phone number.
Oops, excuse me.
We did find that it's a VoIP phone number.
We tried to log in to your account, got into your account, and spoke to Miley directly from your Line app account. We then received this voice memo from her, and she's complaining about me not answering the phone.
Don't you want to call and talk to me? Why don't you answer my phone? Please don't ask to call you.
Wow, okay.
You turn
All right,
back.
darling, calm it
And I
down.
will never answer your call.
I'll never answer you again.
Results you want.
Honestly, Brandon, it sounds like she's reading something throughout the whole voiceover. It's like someone is kind of
Well,
feeding her
Brett,
this
I did see it
information.
here
She doesn't
earlier, and
really
I
know
was
what's
thinking
going
I would
on,
just go
and
bald or shave it
her
off.
Personality over the phone versus through text message just doesn't correlate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if she uses like a translator, like she types it out and then translates it. I don't really know. Yeah. She said she was from China and that she moved to LA. She's in LA, supposedly, West Hollywood, supposedly, for 7 years. She says she works for Affliction as apparel design.
Yeah, so we just ran a quick search on the company. They've been around for quite a while. We did find out that she's not the fashion designer for them. It's a man named Terrence.
Did you call them and ask if there was an employee name?
We did. We called, and they didn't have any recollection of any employee with that name.
Oh. Okay.
My question to you, Brandon, is why do you keep contact with Miley? She's verbally abusive towards you.
Exactly. He's an idiot.
I mean, when I
That's
was
why.
speaking to her through your account,
The guy's an idiot.
I mean, it doesn't even seem like you guys are romantic at all.
She's more just interested in her money back. That's her focus now.
You're an
You see the
idiot, bud.
pictures that she sent with the guys with guns.
I find that photo funny,
They
though.
kill me or
I do
something,
find that
so-
funny.
Yeah, it's totally
Just
different.
because of that. It's like, come on.
Just to give you a little bit of comfort, I don't think you need to worry about these photos being threatening.
Yeah,
at all.
it's not even
We
him.
actually found all of them on the
Again,
internet
reverse.
using our reverse image search. The first one being the picture that she claimed was her uncle. This is actually just a meme that's used throughout the whole internet. We linked it back to a SoundCloud profile that a musician created as a cover for a release of one of his songs.
Such an idiot, isn't he?
Guys, I messed up. Bad. Brandon let me log into his account on Line app so I could pose as him and speak directly to Miley. Something shocking happened. I called her several times and never got an answer. I randomly called her through video, and the person behind this profile answered on video. It was an Asian man with red hair. And when he answered the video chat, he looked like he was a deer caught in the headlights. David grabbed the camera to try to get his face, but he immediately covered the webcam. And of course, I wasn't screen recording. I was pretty pissed about that. If this type of content interests you in any way, I'll try to implement it in the videos more. Just drop a comment down below and let me know. And next time I won't forget to screen record on the iPad.
This website is actually registered in China.
What an idiot.
Oh, really?
We found that it's fairly new. It was just opened in April 2023.
Oh, really?
Definitely a red flag too, because if an investment website is new, it's probably because it was taken down and they've put it back up again. A lot of these fraudulent
For someone who's meant to be, you know, like this is their thing, you know, this is their job. You would have thought they'd be like, right, we're on the ball here. Right, get a camera and make sure I'm streaming recording before I even call them. And it's just like, oh no, I missed it. It's like, come on. If that's your job, that's exactly what you would do, innit? They are slacking bows, they are.
And they just reproduce.
I just find it funny that they used the photo of a very well-known meme. Like, I'm gonna get you.
Brandon, what we did is we downloaded the app, and what we noticed is when you're on the website, it connects straight to your Bitcoin wallet. All they're doing is they're collecting your personal information. This is why they're promoting the DeFi app. Is because they're trying to make it convenient for you. They're just directing you into the app that you need to send them the money to their Bitcoin wallet. You're not actually ever investing on their website. Everything is all outside of the website. A legitimate investment website would never tell you to go off their platform to invest. They have everything you need on this one landing page to do whatever transfer or send whatever money at any time. Just to kind of put the nail in the coffin, we found out who the real person in these photos are.
Oh, really? Okay.
Are you ready to hear the truth?
Come on, who is she?
Yeah. Kind of waiting for this.
Yeah, so we just ran a reverse image search on her photos and found that the real woman's name is Nancy Tsai. She's a very popular entrepreneur, and she's actually from Taiwan.
Okay. Yeah, it's different from what Miley said.
Lastly, we were able to track down Miley's location using one of our FU gift cards links. When I was talking to Miley, I told her that I could pay her back the $40,000. I sent her a link to our website. We use this site to grab IPs. The scammers go in and type in their codes. In this case, we received 2 hits, and we were able to find out that Miley is actually in Japan.
Analyst, yeah, literally. It's like, come on.
We weren't surprised at all.
Whoa. Cassandra, what? First the mouse, now my Hoover just set on fire. Are you okay? Holy hell. They say it comes in 3s. Oh no, they do say that, but don't say that. Don't say that. Oh, come on, Neo. Cassandra, deep breath. I hope you're okay. Are they from Canada? No, I think they're in LA, Dragon. I think they're in LA. Yeah, Cassandra, please be careful.
When we saw the hit from Japan, because you're in what's called a pig butchering scam. And these are really popular within the Asian countries. They either use business or romance to kind of jumpstart the scam, and from there they get you to invest smaller amounts to smaller amounts turn into larger amounts, until the point where it feels almost like you were gambling, like you needed to stay in this in order to get her uncle off your back, or also pay her money back, or even to get your own money back. People stay in these scams for all kinds of reasons, and that's when those amounts start to jump higher and higher. But thankfully, you came to us and we were able to stop you before you sent the $40,000, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He didn't send 40 grand. Thank God for that, you idiot, though.
Good. It went in kind of deep. But I'm glad, I got some truth out of this. The picture she sent, I thought it was really her, or what she said. And she talked about, just meeting someone for real and then being someone together. So, and then she talked about her brother doing this investment, how she made money from it. I just kind of started small with small investments, saw the returns on it.
Dybbuk
guess
box.
that's where it just kind of rolled to a bigger.
You know,
bigger
I
amount.
love seeing some of those
Brandon
videos.
sent close to
I don't believe them, but they are
$200,000
fun to
this
see.
fake website. We are now working with him to submit a KYC request. He has filed a police report and reported this scam. Miley is still claiming she's the woman in these photos, even after we found the real woman. But Brandon has blocked her, and he has now moved on.
Good. About bloody time.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
To be honest with you, that title makes it sound even better than what it is, but it's not. You know? But yeah, Cassandra, man, make sure you're safe with that. It's, you know, it's a little bit much there. Managed to get the windows open, dogs safe. Glad the dogs are safe. I'm now sat chilling with you guys, scared the life out of me. It scared the flame out of me. How come it's Prime GM? Yeah, oh my god, yeah. That guy we just saw, it's like, come on. You know, and just seeing how she went about it, and they found out it was a Thai guy with red hair. That is kind of funny, you know? Yeah, Tim, yeah, 40 grand. If he's not making an idiot in the making, he is the idiot already. That is just nuts and insane. I've just seen something here as well now, over on Twitter, which I was like, this can't be real. And Michael Bay is planning a brand new Transformers movie, which is interesting, but I don't think it's going to be like the first four, which, yeah, well, third and fourth were made over $1 billion, didn't they? But I will say, though, I did enjoy Bumblebee and the last one they did, the live-action one. Taking in Genshin. You know, I haven't played that in years. But like I say, it's, you know, say with video games recently, it's... Well, let's have a look, actually. Let's go. I'm just going to get to my PlayStation on. Don't break anything. There we go. But yeah, see, I haven't seen... Like I say, I haven't played that for a long time. One I am playing at the moment a lot is Phasmophobia. 4 grand! I owed back taxes, bolo out for my arrest. It was terrifying. Well, exactly, it's going to be terrifying. Because if you don't know, and all of a sudden, you know, like, oh, what's happening here? But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh my god. You know? It will make you feel like that. No, oh my god, where is it? There we go. Well, let's say at the moment, I'm just, like I say, oh, 2 new notifications. What we got? Phasmophobia and Helldivers, okay. But yeah, Phasmophobia, I have been playing a lot of. Back on that. Again, in the last week, I've probably got like 20 hours on it, which I'm alright with that. Then, obviously, GTA, always got a lot of that. I have been enjoying the Hogwarts Legacy, which I still need to finish. Still need to finish that. Yeah, that's just gone shitty. I haven't played that now for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That one is amazing. Just the campaign alone, that's it. Haven't played this yet. Haven't played Alone in the Dark. But we will give that a go. And surprisingly, I was actually quite shocked to see how good this game is. I wasn't really thinking it's going to be good, you know, a first-person RoboCop game. I was like, oh, it could be good, but, you know, they knocked it out of the park, I must admit with that. But yeah, obviously they got DLC coming and everything. But the only thing I don't like with is, again, it's seen now that a lot of things do this. Is, Tim, how's it going, bud? Oh, short day, nice. Nice. Oh, despite one guy not showing up this morning. Ah. But no, I'm glad, glad you had a short day, bud. I'm happy to see that. But yeah, like I say, with RoboCop, you got these here. You got to pay if you want. Again, we know it's just the skin and all that. But it's like, come on. It's like, well, what do you actually get? Oh, you get the blue version from RoboCop 2. Dante's Inferno. Oh, nice. But like saying this, obviously you got, you know, that's completed now. I'm not even going to play that again. You know, I might as well just delete that off here. get rid of that one because I'm not gonna play it again. But yeah, you know, there's so many. Oh, where? Here we go. There's so many, like Splitgate 2. Haven't played it. I may give it a go soon, but I haven't played that. I haven't played that. I've got Warhammer. Say Baltra again. A lot of these, obviously, like the PlayStation Plus ones. So with PlayStation Plus, with all the games, the monthly games, 140 games I got. Like, see, there we go. Still got Death Stranding. I haven't played that yet. You know what? How about if we do a gaming stream next week? Monday or Tuesday, and I start Death Stranding. Because I gotta start playing it. I gotta start playing it. That could be a good thing to go through. Yeah, say the RoboCop game, I was actually really surprised at. Really, really surprised at. Melby, hello! Well, yeah, never owed on taxes or had a refund, but having anxiety. Right, so that is exactly true. Obviously, with all of this going on, and if you say you suffer from anxiety and everything else, having that happen when someone says to you, oh, excuse me, bourbon. Oh, you owe this, you owe that. You are going to panic. You are. I know someone saying, my mum, she's not exactly tech savvy. She got an iPhone. She got an iPhone 10, which I gave her years ago, and she still uses it. And she's been going around and looking at things and everything else, and she'll see things, and it's like, oh my God. And then she'll panic. Because my mum has got anxiety. Literally, anxiety is a default setting by the looks of things, you know? But when you do get someone who says that, you know, God, you owe us this, you will start panicking. And it's sad, because again, these type of scammers, that's what they do. That's what they fall onto, you know? And that's how they go after people. They try and prey on those people, which is absolutely, it sucks. It really does. It's not nice. And yeah, we've seen it with all these people, you know, going through it. And it's like, oh my God, why are these people doing this? But again, no, they do it for all the money. That's what they do. Which is absolutely sad, because so much trouble can happen. What have I just seen here? Am I going to prison? Woman sent to jail. Okay. I think we got a video to watch, folks. This could be like, oh, okie dokie, let's see what goes on here. Yeah, so we haven't done a game stream in a long, long time. I
don't want to spend 11 years in.
It literally froze to me. So, right, when I was putting this on, this video here, yeah, my Kick stream is frozen. My YouTube in the little box, you know, where you can see what you're doing and all that. Where I say I got the chat, I got the analytics, the stream settings. That is completely frozen. That is completely frozen. I did finish Resi. But you know what? I would play the Resident Evil games 100% again. Just go through them. I absolutely love those games. I like the old one, and I like the new remakes of them. Which we're actually getting... well, Resident Evil 9 is out in February, which I cannot wait. And by the looks of things, we may be getting Resident Evil 1 Remake. Not like the old static version, like the GameCube style one. In the vein of... yes, see, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, like when you obviously, like say Bowser and a few others know, when you stream, you got a little square box, which is your preview window. But for me, it's not playing. It's not it's just frozen. I can pause, but nothing will go on. And it says 3 hours for some reason, and I've only been live for what, 2 hours and 2 minutes. We'll just have to go on. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Bows, the remakes, mate, they are so good, though. The only issue I got with the remakes is number 3 cuts out a big chunk for some reason. That's the only issue I got.
There, I wouldn't be able
But
to
for me, Resident Evil Nemesis, the original, is one of the greatest games ever.
My name is Matthew, and out of desperation, I am reaching out to the teams at Social Catfish.
Mustang's going to prison?
My sister has recently been the victim of a romance scam. She's recently been arrested as being part of this whole scam.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish, sponsored by SocialCatfish.com.
So, Water, with that there, that is literally an AI scam. AI videos of Mustang sentenced. He's not sentenced. If he did, real news sites would report on it, yeah. It's all to do with AI is what they're doing, man. Oh my god. Absolutely insane. That was last year. That's a different one. Yeah, it's again scams, man. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, the hospital scenes. That's one thing I was looking forward to the most when I was playing the Resident Evil 3 remake. I was like, I love that part. I really did. In the original game. I still think, like say, the number 2 and 3, the originals, still some of the best games ever. I do like number 4, but again, no, when that came out, I never really liked it because it took away from the gameplay. But again, just adapt with the times for certain things. I do think going over the shoulder for Resident Evil was a good thing, but I think the way they did Resident Evil 7, the first person mode, I thought that was top notch. No, I absolutely love number 7. Again, we'll probably play that on stream as well. Again. You know what? We'll go through them all. We'll go through them all again.
Things are not going well for me. I'm scared to death. I mean, it's a
oh, he actually looks like a scammer straight away.
Theft of $26,000. It's 11 years in prison plus a fine.
Oh, Code Veronica X.
Insights, any guidance or direction.
I haven't thought about that in years, mate.
Like I say, we're desperate.
Today's episode is different. Join us as we delve into the story of Janine, who fell in love with a man named Rick, who she met on Facebook. However, their love story has taken a troubling twist after Janine
it's not real, Water Dragon. Mustang's not going to prison.
Transfer from Rick that would help the two connect in person. Janine is now facing a 10-year prison sentence.
Oh.
This situation highlights the harsh consequences that can follow in the wake of a romance scam. Join us as we explore ways to support Janine and shed light on this dark aftermath of deceptive love. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I'm from a very small town in Michigan called Grand Haven.
How do you get so deep into this where you could go to jail? You know?
I have 6 children and 11 grandchildren. I haven't had a relationship since my divorce in 1994. So I've been alone and raising my children and working all that time. And my ex-husband decided he wanted a younger woman. So he ended up marrying a friend of mine. And they were married for over 20 years, I think. It's been very difficult.
How old is the new wife?
At all before I met this man.
That's what I want to know.
All of a sudden, he was just there talking to me. You know, it was maybe every couple of days, and then it turned out to be more like every day. And well, his name is Rick Alexander.
It all depends on the game. It all depends on the video game. First person ones, again, I think for certain horror games they work, but I do like over the shoulder third person style for a lot of horror games. I think that's where it kind of works a little bit better. But again, first person, mostly shooters. I think that's what the majority is. And I do like over the shoulder with certain games. Let's say the Star Wars games I think are great for that one. I don't think they would work. Again, Battlefront, not really a fan of it. Played it, but not really like, oh, you know. But oh, yeah, again, Bows, with certain games, that is true. They just go for first person because they just can't be bothered with it. T2, good morning. How are we? How are we doing? And welcome to the stream. But yeah, like I say, you know, first person on some games work great. On some others, where they try to force it, doesn't work. And like Bowser said, with that, it's when they can't be bothered to do character animation, and you can tell, because sometimes it does get really lazy, and there'll be a lot of issues, you know, with a lot of things, like phasing into other things. But I'd say for horror, mostly for horror, I do prefer over the shoulder. I think that's a little bit more immersive, because again, you can look around a little bit more, and again, certain games require certain things. You know, if all games were first person, it'd be the end of it. It'd just be shite. Personally, my favourite style is like GTA. Well, GTA 5, GTA 4, just behind them. That's what I love. Yeah, T2, thanks, man. Yeah, say we're, you know, it's like, nice. You know, we're on a nice little stream, on a nice little day of it.
He has a great smile. He has beautiful eyes. He's got mostly gray hair. I guess some people would call it salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
He has a mustache. And at times he's had a beard. Usually just jeans and a t-shirt type of thing, or a polo shirt.
Now, my perspective on this relationship...
I've never played Cyberpunk.
From the beginning, it's been a scam.
Well, he just told me that he was in Iraq rebuilding the roads after the war.
Ugh.
His wife died several years ago. He doesn't have any children, he said. He was always very respectful when he spoke with me. Didn't swear. He didn't belittle me or call me dumb or stupid or anything like that. He was always, you know, very respectful. You know, just things like that. He actually
looks like a guy who lives on my street.
I once told him I really liked it when he called me that. We had what I call an easy relationship. I mean, it was easy to talk to him.
In the beginning, Rick came off as the perfect guy. He claimed he was trying to leave Iraq soon, so they could finally meet in person.
They all claim that.
But he would need her help.
He was set to come home last winter, and there was a big snowstorm in Turkey, and all of the flights were canceled. He's tried to come home a couple of times, and for one reason or another, he hasn't. And there have been times he's told me it's dangerous for him to be there. I didn't want a long-distance relationship. I wanted someone that was going to be here and be part of my life. So a couple of times I have said, look, I'm done. I don't want a long-distance relationship. I want somebody that's here, that is going to be part of my life, and this is it. I'm not talking anymore. He just wants to, according to Rick, he just wants to be together. He told me he loved me.
I want to know why she went to prison. How much money did she do?
The relationship took a turn when Rick began to ask Janine for money to get home.
The first time he asked me for money was he needed money so he could buy a phone card type thing so he could call.
There we go. All in for the minutes and the Wi-Fi, folks.
Thank you, and he used it to call me. The second time he asked me for money was in order to...
They always run plane tickets as well. Have you noticed that?
You know, he knew I was on Social Security and that I only got paid once a month. So, you know, I couldn't always send a lot of money. And it was never enough for a ticket. Anywhere from 100 to maybe 400 or 500 at a time. The government said that they had him on a list and they were going to get him a ticket. But then they told him he needed to have so much cash in hand. So when he got on the plane and got to America, he would have money. Maybe one month I'd send him $200 or $300, and then the next month I'd send him some more, so that he would have the money that they required of him. I may have sent him over
seven.
the 2-year period. Gosh, maybe $6,000 or $7,000.
Why is it always that it's going on for more than a month? We had 7 years earlier. We got 6 years now. The ones we've seen recently where she sold her house yesterday and did a face-off plastic surgery thing, that was going on 1.5 years. Jeez. Melby, exactly.
Of my own money.
Little did Janine know what Rick was going to ask her to do would land her in trouble with the law.
At one point, he sent me $26,000. And he said that was to help me pay the bills that I had because I sent him money. And he asked me to...
Where did this 26 grand
use
go?
some of it to pay my bills and then send the rest of it to a person in Turkey. And that person in Turkey would get them tickets to come home.
She was...
So with this, I actually spoke to my dad about this morning because of, again, with all of this scams and all. And he goes, how are people so stupid? Which is very true. We all say it. We've all said it. And when they go into it and they're like, oh, I need money to buy a plane ticket. I need this. I need to talk to you. I need more minutes. Okay, money sent. But then it goes, right, I need you to buy me a plane ticket. Oh, they're not allowing me to board the plane unless you send me more money. What? And Bows, exactly. Government job. And you haven't got any money. And you, again, it's like the Air Force. Excuse me, the Air Force one we saw earlier where they said, oh, you know what? I'm not allowed to have money on me or take money out. No, it's really literally like a knock on a solid wall and be like, hello. Absolutely just
for having, I think it was a broken tail light.
They're all just idiots.
And
they all are.
She ran her plates, ran her ID, and found out there was a warrant for her arrest. She knew nothing about that. Well, immediately they arrested her, impounded her car. They extradited her from Michigan to Maryland, where she remained incarcerated for several weeks and then was extradited back to Michigan.
Oh my God. Money laundering.
Given me $26,000 to pay for airplane parts to send to Maryland to this woman.
Oh.
I've never talked to a woman about airplane parts. I don't know anything about airplane parts. So she has filed charges.
Oh my days!
Stealing
this is even worse now.
Her. And I don't know who she is. It's no one I've ever talked to. But she said that I took the money that she sent me and didn't send her the airplane parts. I didn't receive any money from her. It came from Rick. I didn't keep a dime of it.
Oh.
I sent it all to Turkey.
She was an unwitting participant.
Silly woman.
She didn't accept any money. She didn't pocket any money for herself. She was duped into this, but she's looking at real jail time. And again, at her age and her health condition, she will not do well in prison.
Things are not going well for me. I'm scared to death. I mean, it's a felony charge of theft of $26,000.
So, what makes me with all of this now is this woman, she's obviously getting, arrested and everything else. What about the other people in America that we've seen who literally can't get the police or anyone or the FBI to get involved with them? Why is this one special? Why is this one special? We saw the one yesterday in Vegas. The FBI didn't want to know. The police didn't want to know. And that was $1.5 million. Now this one is only $26,000. What's the difference? Why is it only her? There has to be more to this story. Has to be.
It's 11 years in prison plus a fine. I don't want to spend 11 years in prison. I would die there. I wouldn't be able to make it. So I'm scared to death. It makes me sick to my stomach every time I think about it.
I don't want to see my sister spend the last few years of her life in prison.
Yeah, no, Bows, what we're on about is say someone sued her yesterday's one with the woman, she was getting the other people as well. Their money was given to them, and she gave money to someone else. So she could have sued them as well. Or is it different states? Different kind of suing? Because, again, the one in Vegas, again, they had the money. They saw that it was going to someone who lived in Greenland. And there's another one. You know, it's so dodgy.
And, if she goes to prison, she's not going to last long, given her condition.
The other person got scammed as well, and obviously.
I mean, my children aren't speaking to me because of it. And, it's a very difficult thing.
After receiving Matthew's email about his sister being in trouble, we hopped on a video call with her to get an idea of what we could help her with. After facing jail time, we thought for sure she knew that this Rick guy was scamming her.
Hop on.
No way
did she? Your brother reached out to us and just kind of see where your head's at as far as this guy you've met online. I know you've been through so much, and I want to hear more and just see where we can take this.
Okay.
Do you still believe you're talking to the real man?
Don't say
Honestly,
yes.
I don't know. I'm hoping so, but I don't really know.
What makes you feel like you could be talking to
him?
He just makes me feel good. He tells me he loves me. He seems to want to take care of me.
Do you love him?
I hate to admit it, but yes, I do. We've been talking for almost 2 years, so, there's a lot of water under the bridge.
After everything you've been through, though, right? You still want to hold on to this guy?
Well, kind of, yeah. Right now, he's saying that he's coming home. I don't know if he actually will, but that's what he tells me.
I'll talk to the police.
And he tells me that he loves me and that he'll take care of me and that everything's going to be all right. And I want to believe him. I really do.
Now, can you tell me what exactly is he saying about the arrest and your charges?
He's saying that what they're saying is that he had nothing to do with it. But he is saying that he'll be home to go to Maryland with me and get me out of it.
Janine's brother Matthew originally reached out to us. He had no idea she was still communicating with Rick. We then hopped on a call with him to let him know. We spoke to your sister. Not only is she still communicating with him, but she also believes that he's real.
It's a little insane.
We need to act fast as possible.
Absolutely.
We'll send a list of things that we're going to need, and then, we can start looking into this ASAP.
Fantastic. Again, I appreciate you both so much, the whole team.
We had Matthew pull as much information as we could.
Oh my god. Cheers, bows. Oh my god. I'm muted because I was typing earlier. So, as I was saying, oh my god. I can't believe it yet. But yes, I know I'm muted. Yeah, it's when they literally now, they have their own children. They have their brothers, sisters, whatever. Even their current husband or wife or whatever. And then they go, right. This is what's happening. Why are you doing this? Why are you listening to these people over the people who love you the most in this world? The people who want nothing but the best for you in this world. Is it because this person says that they love you? Because you've never met these people. You've never done a FaceTime. Because again, a lot of them say they can't do it. And with that there, it's like, you deserve everything that you get now. And to be fair, the only one, that woman in Vegas yesterday, the one we saw, she is the only one who actually felt, yes, I'm ashamed. Because, again, she felt like she was letting her dead husband down. Which she did. She did. But when she was told it's fake, she was like, right, okay, and she stopped. She's the only one who seems to have a little bit of a sense of a brain to actually be like, right, okay. It's the way they all go on about it. Literally, oh, my love, this. He's like, nah, sod off. You are literally believing people over your own flesh and blood. That's the one thing that annoys me. And when we see that, that's when I do go, yeah. However much money you get, yeah, that's your own fault. But like the one we saw yesterday, she, what was it? Her husband was dead, she was lonely, and she was self-isolating herself away from everyone because of it. Understandable, because of the grief. But then, all of a sudden, it's just like, yeah, this is, not going on. It's literally, I see it, and I'm just like, you deserve this now. It's sad. It really is.
Could from Janine. Then we started to look into things. We needed to prove to her that this
reverse
guy was
image
a complete
search
scam. But as we researched, Janine disappeared. She wasn't answering our phone calls, emails,
in prison,
or texts. Even Matthew tried to reach out to her, and he couldn't get a hold of her.
Oh.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like and didn't hear anything back from Janine. We decided to contact Matthew and try to catch up and figure out.
See what's going on, see where they are.
We've been trying to contact Janine for a while now, and she's just not getting back in touch with us.
Oh.
Likewise. I've reached out to her on a number of occasions. I did get a cryptic message from her yesterday, but that's the first one I've received in a week.
A cryptic message now, like,
I apologize that it's been so difficult.
She sent you a cryptic message. What do you mean? Like, how so?
Yeah, what they say.
She mentioned that she's in the shelter, and then she sent me another message that she misses the cops. I don't know what she meant by that.
What?
That's what concerned me, that maybe she was in jail again. Has not been checking her email or her messenger, and wasn't aware that we had an appointment scheduled for last week. And I'm frustrated by the whole thing. There are a bunch of people who are trying to help her, and she just doesn't seem to want to help herself.
I miss the cops.
Yeah, that's a tough situation to be in. Do you think maybe you'd be able to give her a call?
Absolutely. Sure.
Do you think she would answer?
I can certainly give her a try. Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, let's give her a call.
Yeah, it's... nothing.
Sorry, no luck.
That's okay. I really appreciate you trying.
We actually have some
I
information
miss the cops.
we wanted to go over with her. What we can do is we can attach a report, send it to you, and then maybe you can go over these things with her. I mean, let's just get into the searches we ran, right?
I want to start off with the passport, and I'm also curious, do you know the story behind the reason why Rick would send this to her?
My understanding is that
to prove he's
she
real.
was going to book tickets for him. And so she needed his passport to do that.
Got it. Okay. So we found an exact match for this passport. This image matches a sample passport. We found it on a Polish passport website that sells these passports. It's a questionable website, but everything in the image matches 100%. The numbers, everything matches. The only thing that is different or has been changed is the image and the name. The next thing we want to look at is, the image of Rick. We
could
found
be
several
Melby that she wants to be back
on
in prison.
social media with different names, same image, and we finally found his identity, and his real name is Carlos, and he's a blogger, he's a social media content creator. Something else that we had found was that he does indeed have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So he is currently in a relationship.
Okay.
So he doesn't want her.
And we found many
He likes the
profiles
sausage.
of him all over the internet. He's a known face when it comes to romance scams. Usually when you find a guy that's been
No
used once,
way.
he's been used 30 to 100 to sometimes thousands of times. So your sister is not the
efforts that you guys have put in.
God damn it. Yeah.
To 100 to sometimes thousands of times. So
why is his face used? Because we don't know him, you know, and they say, oh, you know, he's quite well known, you know, vlogger and all this kind of stuff. But why? That's insane. That they absolutely nuts.
Your sister is not the only person being scammed by his fake profiles. He's just a regular guy with a normal life. He lives overseas, and you know, he just happens to be a good-looking, handsome guy that's used in scams.
Well, again, I'm not surprised.
Again, for him, you know, he's a victim as well.
I guess to know the truth, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate the efforts that you guys have put in. You know, for this.
It was our pleasure. We want to help you out any way we can, as well as Janine. You know, obviously this is ongoing. So if she decides to reach out or she has some other information she would like to share, we're here for her.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, him doing all the scamming, that would be funny.
Calling. Should I put her on?
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Janine?
Yeah.
Hi. I'm on a call with Drew and Bree. We're just Drew and Bree from Social Catfish. We're just going over some of the information they found.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting stuff.
8 o'clock.
I'm sorry?
I'm at a shelter and I have to take a shower at 8 o'clock. Can you call me back when you have the information to tell me?
Yes, I can.
What?
They would love to be able to speak with you. Last week they tried a number of times to reach you through email and I guess other means. Is there any way that you're in the shelter and that makes it difficult for you?
Yes, I have to try to see.
Okay. Are you able to leave the shelter during the day and are you able to go somewhere where you could speak with them?
That could, yeah, that's another good reason here, Melby. Because we've seen that some people do get involved,
On a park bench
and they
or
get and they
someplace,
tell them, "Yep, no, that's not me."
Yeah. So, well, they're more than happy to re-engage. Again, they found some really interesting information. It's limited because they weren't able to get more information from you, which they hope to do last week.
Because you went MIA.
But you know, again, if you can make the time to speak with them, they're more than happy to pursue this thing and gather additional information.
Okay, well, why don't you call me back about 8:30 my time, well, 8:30 your time too, I guess. And let me know what they had to say.
Perfect. I really think that would be beneficial for you. So, okay, very good.
That's mad though.
All right, well, I'll follow up with you.
Yeah, Bree and all that don't look too convinced.
Hello.
Hi,
Oh.
Janine. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's Bree.
How are you?
So pause that a minute. Despite this awareness, she continues to struggle with accepting this truth. Her trial, oh my days. That's...
Good. I'm hanging in there. I sent over your in-depth report to your email.
Okay. Have you found anything out? Anything good?
I mean, we found the real man in the images. You were lied to.
Okay.
And his story is not real.
Okay. Well, right now my life is so up in the air. I'm homeless right now. I'm living in a shelter.
Poor woman for that.
So,
but it's her own fault now.
I don't know which way is up right now.
I'm sorry. Hang in there.
I'm trying. I really am. So, thank you so much for all your help.
Absolutely. Let us know if you need anything.
I will. Thank you so much, Bree. You have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Wants to get rid of her straight away, didn't she?
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Absolutely insane. It really is. like I say, her becoming homeless, we tend to see this a lot now. Of all these people who are doing all of this absolute stupid shit. And going, you know what? Let's actually have a look what happened. Because obviously if she went to court. She's homeless, concern. I feel like that's to be more. She has 6 children, and they've all let her flounder. This is what annoys me. In the comments, you got them all about, going on like, oh, when she mentioned a scammer never calls her dumb and stupid, that tells you how she's been treated her whole life. Well, not really. My ex-husband married a friend of mine. Honey, that's not a friend. Yeah, 11 years of that age is a death sentence. She appreciates not being called stupid, avoiding prison. She's homeless, but the concern of the romance is the scammer. No concern for her mental health. See? It's like, this is what we're on about here. It's like, no, she's in this situation now because people have told her. And you got where, yeah, here we go. This is us. I will never understand this. No matter how many episodes I watch, it's beyond me. And yeah, by here, I feel like there's more to the story. That this woman's children and brother won't take her in. Leads me to believe she must have bigger mental or behavioral issues. Then you got this one by here. This woman has 6 children, and they've all let her flounder and end up in a shelter. There's a lot more to this story. 100%. Guarantee you there is more. And the way that you got some people like, oh, that's not a friend. It's like, that's not the key issue here. The key issue is that this woman is not listening to her family. And we've seen her brother state in this video, yeah, we don't, she's doing this, she won't listen. But it's, what's her name? We gotta try and find her name again. Let's try the start.
I would die there. I wouldn't be able to make it.
Hi guys, my name is Matthew. And out of desperation, I am reaching out to the teams at Social Catfish. My sister has recently been the victim of a romance scam.
Yeah.
She's recently been arrested as being part of this whole scam.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish, sponsored by SocialCatfish.com.
Things are not going well for me. I'm scared to death.
Right, so is this the one here? No, that's a UK one. Holy shit. Okay. Goes to trial, USA 2023. Oh, I've just seen this one. Don't know if this is the one. Was this woman in Aubrey? No, she was in Michigan, wasn't she? Was convicted at trial Thursday, defrauding elderly victims in a romance scam. After 7 days, right, I was in Texas and won that one. You gotta find her name. Need to find her name.
It's a felony charge of theft of $26,000. It's 11 years in prison plus a fine.
If you have any insights, any guidance or direction,
I'm gonna look at over here. Try and get what we can.
Like I say, we're desperate.
Today's episode is different. Join us as we delve into the story of Janine, who fell in love with a man named
Janine,
Rick, who she met on Facebook. However, their love story has taken a troubling twist after Janine allegedly received a $26,000 wire transfer from Rick that would help the two connect in person. Janine is now facing a 10-year prison sentence.
That's nuts though, isn't it? Yeah, of course we can't find the surnames. Janine, guilty or Utah. Oh, fuck it, I just found one here. Guilty on all counts, jury convicts a Utah woman in an online romance scam that cost the victims over $6 million. $6 million. That is insane. Yeah, let's say we haven't got a surname. It's... Yeah, because that's what it seems to be, that, get her own way, regardless who she's hurt. Again, be married 3 times. Which is absolutely insane. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on. It's like, come on. Really? This is how it's going to go down? You know what? I think we should also be, like I said, we obviously want to try and find somewhere. Let's have a look at Discord again for a minute. Come on, Discord, pop up. Pop up, Discord. There we go. Right, so... Because I want to try and find a place where we can all just put something in, suggestions. Basically, a big suggestion blocks. That's what I think we need. So, suggestion box websites. Have a look. What's this one? Free suggestion box. That could be one. I'll have a look at that later on. We'll have a little look-see later. But yeah, seeing how some of these people go around and they are just getting scammed now, I do think, well, we know it's their fault, because they're the ones who are idiots. They're the ones who are idiots, and they're the ones who are actively going on and going, oh, 2 years, 3 years. It's like, why are you still doing it? I really don't understand it. It's just nuts. It really is. Oh, give me your phone. Yeah, on phones, it's, potential, says potential scams and all that. And they still answer it. It's... I really don't understand the ones who are like, oh, look at this. And it's like, okay, boom. Could be a scam, potential scam. Oh, still answer. It really does annoy a lot of people. And it's... I just don't understand why they keep going for it, though. I really, really don't. Oh... I got something for us right by here, folks. The moment she killed her boyfriend, BFF.
Arrive at the scene of a devastating car crash where a vehicle ran directly into the side of a building at an extremely high rate of speed.
Not that, obviously.
7 Alpha 21, the vehicle is on, smoking and it's on fire. Where are they at? Where are they at?
They're inside still.
What side are they on?
Holy hell, look at the car!
Okay. Hey, let's step back, all of us. Step back, let the fire department get here. Let's step back.
He's barely breathing.
Jeez, they rolled that like anything, innit?
Let me see.
Bows, no, you can't. You can't fix stupid buzz. You
The
can't.
fire department is here, the fire department, step back. Step back.
It is. This is... I just don't understand how each day we're seeing a new stupider person. I really don't understand that. I really don't understand that. I really don't. It's stupider and stupider by the day. It's nuts. It's insane. It really is. Like I say, look at this one here. Look at this. They've literally rolled the truck so many times it's stuck in a wall.
Who happens to personally know the driver who crashed.
How do you know him?
That's my friend. We've been friends for a little while.
Oh, is she the one who did it?
He just lost control and he his name. K-A-Y? C-A-I-E. What's your name? Sierra. C-I-E-R-A.
Before Sierra is able to relay everything she saw that led up to the crash, the owner of the building the driver crashed into shows up and starts to create problems.
Oh my
Officer, can I
God.
speak to you real quick over here?
What for?
About the incident, I gotta get some information from
He's
you and
the
all
owner
that.
here. I'm the owner of the building, but
I understand you're the owner.
okay.
That way I can get some information from you
Yes.
and all that good stuff. Right now we're treated as a crime scene, so we're not supposed to be.
I'd say it's a crime scene. Yeah, it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have a driver's license with you and all that?
Well, certainly I do.
Can I see it?
No, I'll tell you my name and everything.
Here he is. Oh.
Right on the front of the building. Or Matthews Biles Jr. It's on the front of the building.
What's your first name again?
Robley, R-O-B-L-E-Y. Right on the front of the building.
Yeah, it's not though. It just says, yeah.
How much is it worth in damages?
How much are the damages?
Yeah.
At least $100,000.
Fair enough.
At least.
Alright, for right now, I'm gonna need you to step back there.
No, for right now, I want to look.
No,
how bad it is.
no, we're not gonna do that. We can't do that. I told you that it's a crime scene, and we're not doing that. We're not gonna go in there. So I need you
How
to step back
fast
there.
were they going to do that?
Building, ma'am, right now. I'm going in the building. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going in the building. I'm going in the building.
Hey, can I get you over here, please?
I got to go inside.
All right, give me a second, sir. Sir.
He's like, you're a lawyer, mate. Come on.
Come on, man.
Don't try and be a dickhead.
The business, I need somewhere.
Come on, man.
I get it, you're the owner, but I'm doing an investigation right now, and you're impeding with it.
No, I'm not.
So, yes, you are.
I'm not impeding anything.
Oh, you do, definitely.
What am I doing?
I'm telling you that we can't go over there, and you're obviously not listening.
Hey, good morning. I'm going in the building, ma'am. I need to go in my building.
How are you, sir? Sergeant Marquez. How are you?
Good.
Just give us a few minutes. Right now, we have to do some photos, and it's unsafe at this point.
No, the building ain't unsafe. It ain't falling
Sir,
down.
just give us a few minutes.
What would
That's
happen?
it. That's all I'm asking, okay?
Tell me what happened.
What would happen if he went into that building and the building collapsed when he was inside it? It's on body cam with him saying, nah, the building's fine. You know, and again, they would probably get done. But, you know, innit, the guy's a dickhead, isn't he? Literally, it's like, mate, you're a lawyer. You should know how this goes. It's almost like he's trying to look for another cling. Wouldn't surprise me if he's like an ambulance chaser. I can get stuff here now, yeah. Oh, if I go in there and I say it's fine and the building falls down, I can get them done because they can say, oh, well, you know, they let me go in. He just seems like a right dickhead, doesn't he? He is retarded as hell, Bows. And a jerk in Tim, yeah.
Is that your white car that went through?
That's me.
Cones are there for a reason, sir, to prevent anybody from coming here.
They called me.
There we go.
Told me to come down here, so I did.
Yeah, but you don't need to park by there.
You could have stopped and asked us what you, because now you entered a crime scene right now. You kind of know that. So just do me a favor, wait in your car. I'll be right back.
He's just looking for something else, isn't he?
While the building owner soon returns to create even more issues, officers return to Sierra and other witnesses to figure out what exactly happened.
Okay, just from my understanding, you were following him. No other vehicle was involved.
No. I think he lost control. He skirted this way, and I think when he lost control, he snapped.
Where were y'all coming from?
Thing is, though, from what we saw of that vehicle, it's crushed up. Like the bed is crushed, and to be in that, it must have tumbled. It must have rolled at least twice to go into the wall like that as well. That's insane.
He hadn't had anything, on medications, anything like that.
Melby, yeah, all he cares about is his building.
Was he swerving? Was he going fast? What was going on with him?
Going fast and he hit the back of my truck.
So he hit that vehicle where Avon's at. Okay. He hit him in the rear, and then the guy ended up swerving and just hit the wall. Did anybody see it?
They started way back up the road up here, all over the place. Speed probably coming down through here, probably.
He went through 2 cars. He went through that Nissan. He went through another truck.
Officers now lose sight of the uncooperative building owner.
Oh, where is he? Where is this piece of shit?
No, he went inside.
He's gone inside.
He went inside, I think. He's not listening to me. I need him to get out.
Okay, arrest him.
1 second. He's over there.
Look out now. Hang on now. Stand by. Just relax, guys. You guys know me. Okay. Y'all know me.
But you're obviously not listening
It's
to us.
okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah, look at him.
The whole place is a crime scene.
Just relax. Why is this place a crime scene?
Because we have active investigation.
Was there a high-speed chase going on? Is that what
to go in
happened?
handcuffs, okay?
Was that a high-speed chase going on?
Wait in your car.
Oh my God.
Come down here.
Okay, well,
Yeah, because I need your information.
Wait in your car or you need to leave.
He usually carries the signal 0 with him.
So do I.
Ah.
I'm about to put him in handcuffs.
Put him in handcuffs. That'd be so funny.
After speaking to witnesses, officers start putting together the key details of what happened and figure out Sierra may have more involvement in the incident than they previously thought.
Oh, here we go.
Sierra?
The girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because according to the witness, they were both swerving in and out of all over the place.
Were they racing?
Or they were like drunk or something, or so I don't know. Yeah,
Maybe they were having an argument.
Racing or swerving or doing something.
Never know.
He said that they were driving recklessly, both of these. Yeah, because she's the one that told you that they were heading back, and she thinks how he lost control.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, but she didn't mention all the other stuff that the other guy did. So both vehicles were swerving. One kept going in front of the other. 60 plus miles an hour. Just started just north of the PD. Almost hit his car.
Sorry, I've just noticed. So you see under by here, over here, you've got her phone on the dash. She's got podcasts up. And that's last night, which is, I think it's a horror podcast. That is amazing. Just driving around, you know, I'm a copper, I got my cop car, I got my siren, and I got my murder podcast.
And then
oh my God.
Like dust and smoke and stuff, and that's
yeah, that's what he told me too.
Yeah.
Oh, so what my dad would say, that this guy is driving like an absolute fuckwad. Yeah, that's what he would say about the driving like that.
Detective Barrett, I'm with the
Here she is.
Department's Traffic Homicide Investigation, Criminal Investigation Unit.
This one is over here.
When I understand that you were friends with this guy. Okay, you guys were following each other.
Yeah, the lawyer isn't straight up.
He's gonna get a quick
I
statement
do think he's
from
not
you.
an ambulance chaser.
Which vehicle is yours? That white one that's up there? Yeah. Okay. All right. So why don't you go ahead and can you raise your right hand for me? You swear to affirm the information in the statement to be truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay. Tell me what happened tonight.
Pretty much, we were beside each other, and I remember this car being right there, and I remember him coming in between us. He was coming up kind of fast, so I slowed my car down and went right between us. I'm pretty sure it happened so fast, so it was kind of blanking my mind a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he lost control when he kind of sideswiped the car.
I thought she said that they were side by side. How could he come up behind her and go through two cars if they were side by side?
And it fishtailed a little bit right here. He spun out like that, and the car like jumped and smacked into the wall.
But had he been drinking or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So you guys were coming northbound on Ridgewood here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And which lane was he in?
I was in this one, he was in this one.
So he was in the outside or the right lane?
Yeah.
And you were on the inside. Was he a little ahead of you?
Yes.
Was he driving any kind of erratic or anything like that? Was he going pretty fast or?
We were going fast,
There we go.
Going fast? Yeah. Okay, were you both going fast?
We're going fast.
How long do you think you guys were going kind of a little over the speed limit?
Bit of a silly Billy.
For a little while.
Do you know where our police
When you
department
say
is
a
back
little
there, that
while,
large Coquina building at LPGA? Would you say about
it
then,
kind of makes you
before
think,
then, or
doesn't it?
after then?
Before then.
Before then? Okay. And you were still in the left lane, he was in the right lane the whole time?
Not the whole time.
Okay. Which lanes, or how many times did you guys change lanes, say, since LPGA?
Twice.
Okay, all right. And then where were y'all heading to?
We were headed to his house.
Are you guys boyfriend, girlfriend, or just friends? Friends, okay. Is there anything else that you think could be pertinent to this investigation or anything you want to add to your statement? Okay. How fast do you think y'all were going when this happened, this part here?
Well, from I was going like 60.
60, okay. Again, nothing else you want to add to your statement? Okay, and you swear this is the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Okay.
Going 60. And what are we looking at there then? Probably a what? 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour, something like that?
Okay, I'm here. I'm right here, bud. I'm straight right here.
Please get out of the grass, please.
It's okay.
It's not okay. You're being a dick for no reason.
Yes! He's doing it.
There may be skid marks or what. I don't know.
He's actually calling him a dick.
You're very close to ending up in handcuffs in the back of my patrol car.
That's fine. Perfect. Thank you.
I'm just going to put him in handcuffs.
Watch the car, please. I don't want you to get hit.
No, get hit. Go on.
You stay in this area.
After keeping an eye on the belligerent building owner,
Bloody
the
hell.
investigation continues for the next 2 months, and an
2
officer
months.
travels to the female driver's home to speak with her further.
How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Not too bad. I'm Detective Barrett. I'm with the Holly Hill Police Department. Is Sierra available?
No, she ain't here.
She's not here? It's her car?
Yeah.
Is she going to be back anytime soon, or?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you my card here.
What's this in regards to?
That crash that she was involved with, her friend Caden.
couple of months back. That passed away.
So yeah, if you can have her just call me when she's available, that'd be great.
There we go.
All right, thank you, sir.
As Sierra's father just revealed, the driver involved in the crash, Caden Patton, passed away due to multiple blunt force injuries. He was declared dead at the scene. Police obtained search warrants for the onboard
With her saying 60, that's how fast he was driving. Obviously, we have seen the way the car... It barrel rolled. You can see that just because of the way that the back end was dented. And for that to go into the wall like that. Because again, obviously we've only seen the one side of it at the moment. But for that as well, bloody hell. Absolutely nuts. Tony, you know what? I've never heard of that saying, but I actually like that saying. Never run faster than your guardian angel can fly. I like that. I like that.
Computers for each
What do we think they're going to find in the cars? Anything?
vehicle, known as EDRs, event data recorders. Those black box recorders indicated that Caden and the other female driver, Sierra, were calculated to be racing at speeds up to 79.53 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone prior to the crash. It's estimated that Caden's vehicle was moving approximately 54 miles per hour the moment he collided with the building. His post-mortem toxicology results revealed a blood alcohol concentration of 0.213, which is over 2.5 times the legal limit. It also revealed the presence of THC in Caden's system. Due to Sierra's involvement in the incident, she was charged with vehicular homicide and racing on highways. Both charges were filed with the state attorney's office for prosecutorial review. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
This is how quickly the course of your life can change in an instant, because they both likely thought that it was just going to be a fun race down the avenue. Because people do this a lot, right? But on this day, this race turned into a nightmare scenario. We have two young drivers who treated the streets of Florida like it was their own personal racetrack. And many times these street racers do this for the thrill, but they're actually gambling with their lives. And they don't understand that this isn't a movie, it's real life with real consequences. And just being involved with street racing is a crime, and the charge is a first-degree misdemeanor, and it could cost you between $500 and $2,000 in fines. And it can also result in your driver's license being revoked for a year. And if a person is charged with street racing or any related activities for a second time within a year of the first violation, it's considered a third-degree felony, and it can cost you between $2,500 and $4,000 in fines. Because these are not controlled environments.
So obviously with that there, we have just seen that 2.5 times the drink driving limit. He had THC in his body as well. So obviously he was more than likely high as a kite and drunk as a skunk. And obviously she would have been done as well because, excuse me, with her saying, oh, we've gone 60, she's trying to make it not sound that bad. But obviously going into the wall at 55 miles per hour is insane. Literally, because what they do. Because I know they do tests like, just to show people, like, you know, when the crash test dummies. If they're in the car and they hit a wall like 30, 40, that is some serious trouble there. And obviously, going into a wall at 54 miles an hour. And again, if we actually look back at the vehicle. Right, so. Like, there we go there. It's actually around. So, there's the build. They were driving that way, weren't they? Driving that way. They're going the side of the building that way. And the car is driving. It's almost like the car's gone that way. Bloody hell. So, like they said, hit the clip of the other car, just started barrel rolling and went into the wall. Holy hell. You know what, Bowles? I was just thinking that. If he was drunk as anything and high as a kite, hopefully he didn't feel it. Because it wouldn't surprise me if he was, like, obviously the way that they did it then. Oof. Absolutely nuts. And especially the way that the vehicle is. Because you can see literally all down the side, the tail bed is literally buckled in. Absolutely crazy. Wow. That is nuts. So it would have gone forward, hit the car, started barrel rolling that way and going to the wall. But that, you know, we didn't even find out what happened to that bloody lawyer. Because he's a dick. Here we go. That guy became a lawyer simply because he likes to argue. What a great ad for a horrible lawyer. she killed a BFF is frankly not true. He got himself killed and she was involved in that stupid decision, but she killed him is simply wrong. Yeah, kind of. But maybe, but only maybe, and doesn't absolve him. He made his own decision to drive and race like that, as did she. To say she killed him suggests her direct actions. Yeah, true. But if you weren't born, this comment never would have been made. Could probably come up with a better title. Yeah, it's the moment she thing. But the thing is, though, they were racing. You can't race if you're by yourself. Someone else has to be an active party in that decision. And that's exactly what it was. But yeah, that lawyer guy, man. Anyone else about building owner's real issue is he didn't want to follow directives from a woman. I know that type. The lawyer seemed to be fishing with asking if it was a high-speed chase. If he was thinking lawsuit. There we go. Melby, you know what? Yeah. When you see a lot of these sort of things happening, you normally do see that the people who are drunk or whatever, they normally come out of it and there's nothing to them. They are literally completely free. It's absolutely insane. Dash cam from stolen cruiser that ran smacking. Ooh, we'll have to try and find that. I do like seeing some of these the police chases. Some of them are good. Some of them are like, why are you a copper? You know, like, why are you a copper? What, you know, you're meant to be trained in driving or whatever, and you're absolutely terrible. I do think some of them are absolutely funny as hell, though. But what else have we got? Obviously we saw the Liver King. And since we saw him yesterday regarding him going around and beating up and he's going to take the life of Joe Rogan and all this kind of nonsense, he's still posting videos about Joe Rogan saying he's coming after him. Which is like, come on, what the hell are you doing? Personally, I do think he's a bit of an idiot. Because, again, it's... Well, yeah, so it's like if you're sleeping as well, Bows. If you're sleeping and, like, say if you get... Well, you're hearing crashes. When people who are sleeping on a bus or whatever and the tour bus crashes... Literally. You see people, they're unhurt. And they get ejected from the bus. It's absolutely nuts. Oh, Bows, we showed that one last week when you tagged me in it on Twitter. It's absolutely nuts when you see some people don't deserve to have bad things happen to them, but it always does, which sucks. And the ones who are horrible to people, they seem to just get away with everything. Absolutely annoying, that is. But right, I think we are, what we got by here? Midwest Safety. Let's see what else they got. Because you know what? It's just nice to see... Okay. Just to see idiots, you know? I got by a Midwest Safety. Oh, again. A lot of members only. Neighbor looking for revenge gets karma instead. Could be a fun one to watch. Melby. Hubby got caught up in the street racing incident. Enforcement was insanely thorough at scene investigation. Randoms got caught up. OG 2 cars. Yeah. 5 got damaged and structure barriers. Absolutely nuts. Moments before chaos erupts at Target. Bloody hell. Woman goes nuts after getting fired. Oh, I've seen tons of them. Cops trapped in real life horror house. Oh, what we got by here? Come on. It's just my dad texting. That's all. Right. Yeah. You know, we've seen so many crash outs, haven't we? Where people get fired or whatever and they just go, ah! Yeah, that's the one about... Oh, you know, the Liver King is just one of the worst people going, isn't he? Do the neighbor karma one. Right, Melbourne. Right, this one by here. Let's have a little watch here. This one. But, yeah, another thing as well. Experiencing interruptions is only on the Brave browser at the moment.
Spokane County, Washington. Population 539,000. And out of those 500,000 people...
With bloody the Liver King, man. He's just so much shit that guy has said.
It's all on camera. Right here. Do you have it on camera? Yeah, everything. Can I see it? Yep. They just were here. Levi and them called. So this is outside.
If you ever
There's the first time. There's the second time.
You're going to jail.
Throws thing at me. Throws that.
Disabled son again. I'm gonna knock everyone here.
Throws that. I gotta go inside. And then Tim's out here. We came out front because I called the cops and said I'm gonna go out front and avoid her because they're all out back.
You know what? We'll have a look for some of them, the home association videos. We'll have a look for a few of them for like next week and all that kind of stuff.
She comes out here.
Felicia, the cops are here on their way to come arrest you. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The cops just said it's assault battery. Assault battery. She just spit on Tim. She spit on
The
you.
Liver King, man.
And then threw the soda and was like, I didn't spit on you, and then threw the soda.
Well, you got it on video, so
yeah.
I'm gonna go chat with her.
It is assault battery, right?
Oh, it's assault. There's no battery charge
Yeah.
in the state of Washington. Yeah.
And then she spit on him
Do you
too.
want?
And then she, what about throwing the cans and there?
Two charges. One you, one him.
Okay.
So one each.
Is she going to jail?
Well, let me talk to her. I gotta still talk to her and stuff like that first, okay? So if you guys wouldn't mind hanging out there, she's probably gonna be coming outside, yelling and screaming. Please don't say anything. Don't engage. It's not gonna be productive at all.
I don't want any more problems.
Okay, let me chat with her.
Let's have a little look-see.
Can I chat with you over here, please? Thank you. Just trying to get to the bottom of everything.
Sure.
So what's going on?
I've been filing harassment. I have 5 incident reports of her throwing cans at me with soda in it. Nothing happened. She scratched my car at work, but since it was a private property, nothing happened. She's hacked my bank account. I can't prove that because it's online. So
how was she hacked? Oh my god!
Threatened me. Nothing happened. I have
Insane.
5 requests. I've tried to go to court for anti-harassment. I'm just tired. So since she threw stuff, I'm allowed to throw stuff too. If she didn't get in trouble. So that's what I did. I did.
Okay. Did she throw stuff then?
Yeah, I'll put that on the list now.
It's right here. We have it on camera, and he said it wasn't illegal.
And then recording.
Oh yeah.
Well, they just said it wasn't a crime.
Yeah, they said it wasn't a crime. So I'm just doing my rights because I'm tired. I've tried to do the right way, and nothing's happened.
Home on the video.
So I'm gonna do everything that she's doing because it's not illegal. And if I don't do that, I'm gonna go crazy. Or I'm gonna beat her ass, and then I'm gonna go to jail.
I just want to take a look.
I'm gonna beat her ass.
All right, brother. I'm gonna go get him right now.
Go get your brother.
We'll be sitting here waiting for you and your brother. You talk all that on the day he's not here, you dumb.
He comes outside, records, and antagonizes.
Bows, they do, don't they?
I moved away because of her. So this is what freedom of speech. I have freedom of speech too. We all do.
I'm getting my life threatened upstairs.
I do apologize, but I can't hold it anymore.
I apologize
I'm
also.
tired.
We
Next
can't
thing is I'm
have
gonna
a
whip
good
her out, and then I'm
time.
gonna go.
And guess what? I have to deal with a lot of people saying a lot of stuff to me too.
Splendid,
If I
hello.
was to respond to all of it, like
You're an officer. That's your job. This is
No,
my job as a
Water.
person.
Liver King, he just says
you're right.
he
So
eats
find a way to get along and to get along.
he eats nothing but raw animal organs, and that's where he's like, I am it. You know, it's like I'm it, but it was just pumped full of steroids.
Listen, I moved away from here. I've been gone for 2
Okay.
weeks, and she's still coming to my job. She scratched into my car.
Okay, did you report that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I can't deal with that then. That's already been.
Private property.
A lot of this sounds like a lot of tit for tat.
Yeah.
It sounds like tit for tat.
It's so bad. I left. I didn't talk to her. I blocked her on everything she tries to contact me on, and she came to my job and wrote my car. Scratched it in my car. I don't have it here because I didn't want her to see my car here.
Okay.
Are you a manager there by chance?
No,
Manager
but
for
she
your
is.
other-
And she is.
You're a manager? Perfect.
Oh.
She was the one that seen.
I have a question for you. Do you want her trespass from the Arby's?
Yes, please.
Okay.
There we go.
For as long as you can.
I can do life.
Yes,
Ah.
So she did this and then you guys called? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, I was at work when it happened. I went out to my job. I went out to my car to smoke a
I
cigarette.
was at work that day. I have
so,
Oh, here we go.
Interrupting and go back inside. Thank you.
Go on,
Once
copper.
again, like my partner said, it is a tit for tat kind of deal that's going on right now. That is a saving grace that
Oh.
she's actually instigating by pouring stuff on. I can see there's damage there. I can see that there's liquid there. She does have video of you throwing stuff on.
Yes, I did.
I understand that you lost your cool, and I would strongly urge and advise against it. If it wasn't for that video, quite honestly, I'd be reading your rights, and you'd probably be going to jail for assault ×2. For,
Dragon,
throwing
yes, some of
stuff at
those
them
are
on the
great.
balcony that they have videos of,
Okay.
and then spitting on them on the staircase.
Okay.
Okay. But as far as charges goes, You're not looking at charges, and neither is she. I'm going to chat with her, though.
That's a
and
shame.
This needs to stop. I'm going to go chat with them. Take care, guys. Yes, ma'am. It literally shows her throwing stuff at them, pouring it down. Hello.
Man, I need your badge number and his, because that's the definition of assault. It's a arrestable offense. You're not doing so. I'd like your sergeant here.
I can call my sergeant, but I have video of you instigating it. But I'll call my sergeant. I do.
I'd love to see it.
Okay.
You didn't see the beginning of the video when they actually instigated
Oh my God.
There's multiple parts of that video. I don't deserve to be assaulted. Your department's mishandled plenty of my cases. I need your badge number because I'm filing a lawsuit with your department, and you both are going to get in trouble for this.
592310, Deputy Christensen.
Okay, so if you were spit on right now, you take the person to jail, right? That's assaulting an officer, is it not? You're allowing someone to assault me and him. We both asked you to press charges. Did you press charges?
No.
Oh, so the prosecutor's going to
here we go.
It's fantastic. They don't want to pursue charges either because it shows you clearly instigating the fight.
I did not.
It does.
Okay. Did not.
You did.
Did not.
She's recording
So
it as
you're saying
well.
Without any actual evidence, you're claiming that was me and that instigates assault. Is that what
Do you
you're
want to
saying?
hear what
sir?
we have to say, or do you just want to talk over us?
No, I want the law defined on what assault is. What
You can
is
look
assault?
up the RCW for the
I'm
assault.
asking you. You're a police officer. You have to tell me. What is
You're
it?
right. I'm not obliged to.
So I can spit on you right now. You're not going to take me to jail?
Please be my guest to do that and see what happens.
Oh, that's
Here we go.
That's not a threat. That's
Call
not a threat.
Detective
Oh my God.
You yelled at me out back.
I
Was
did.
that lawful? No, you're not allowed to do that either. Just
I
so
am.
you know. No, you're not.
Because I already told you not to engage with them
And
when I
I
was
wasn't
outside. And you
engaging.
were. Yes, you
They're
were.
lying on my name. I wasn't engaging
Which
with them.
topics,
I'm telling
Bouse?
you that I didn't.
Goodbye.
Okay.
See you later.
Yep, sure thing. Sweet thing at the
If
courthouse.
anything happens...
Court's closed on Monday.
Yeah, court's closed on Monday.
Oh, okay.
If I have to come back, you possibly could be facing charges. If you
Quit
before...
falsely threatening me.
I've
Yes,
never, no, ma'am, I haven't. I've never met you before in my life. Okay?
Well, you're a horrible police officer.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep. Keep talking.
Is it related to this whole fiasco? Okay.
Like, it's constant.
Gotcha.
But they are making it unsafe for my kids. My kids don't feel like safe.
100%. Both parties, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
they're both absolutely wrong.
100%. I'm
Fair to
assuming
my
you
kids.
brought this up to the manager's attention?
Yeah, and he knows. Like,
Okay.
it's not.
Is he home right now?
No.
From I don't know what happened out here earlier, but from my incident today, both were in the wrong. Both the neighbor upstairs instigated the argument. The neighbor downstairs retaliated. So
This is the second time the cops have been here just today.
Oh, I know.
Because they're...
Yep, I'm aware.
They're so crazy. If I get involved, I don't want them to
Like, she already
retaliate.
said
That
girls
lady,
over there
she's
are
like, you want to throw hands, you want to fight me, you want to do that. I said, no, I just want you to stop.
Thank you.
Like, you're making my kids feel uncomfortable.
Well, see, but earlier today, it was just Jasmine that threw the water down, and they said that they couldn't do anything because the neighbors below
Nice.
them were like, what do I do? And I was like, all you can do is call the cops. Like, I'm calling the cops.
And
right now.
I told them over there, from what both videos show, both of them are throwing water on each other and claiming assault.
How many times do you have to get called before something happens? When is enough enough?
And that's what I was explaining to her, like the way the courts work and the prosecutors work, video is king nowadays. If it's not on video, if there's not a credible witness, it's a she said kind of story.
I've been here for many, many years, and this is the first people that have made my kids feel unsafe.
Gotcha. Hang on.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right, they're going back. They're going to get them.
I'm looking up something.
And they're yelling again.
I heard her clear as day come at me just now. So yeah, she's going to go to the jail for disorderly. Hello.
Jesus Christ, why are you guys back here?
So at this time, you're under arrest for disorderly.
Are you insane? I have my kids here. I have
Put
to
your
talk
hands-
to my kids
put your
first.
hands behind your back. Stop.
I'm a restaurant. Are you
Stop.
kidding me?
Don't even tense up right
Are you kidding me? Please, I'll be out tomorrow. Get my dude.
Stop.
For what?
Stop grabbing your hand.
I'm not
Let go.
grabbing anything.
You're grabbing your hand.
Dude, my kid's gonna freak out, Misty. Don't want anything else for my kids. Tuesday, I'll be out Tuesday. I was
Stop
just talking.
tensing up. Stop.
Neighbor, I'm not tensing up. Stop.
With this now, we're seeing this, and those two, so her brother or whatever, they're just watching it. It's almost like, yeah, you fucking deserve this. That's what the girls are like. Yeah, this is it. Like, you know, you deserve it. Oh my days.
Would you do that?
Stand up.
I got assaulted and I'm
oh.
in jail. Misty, don't leave my kids alone.
you. Stop. You. Turn on
me.
Don't even think about it.
I swear to God.
Turn on me again.
She's a big girl.
You're going to catch an additional charge.
Please. You.
Oh, here we
You
go.
have to walk to your car, dude.
No.
I'm already under arrest. When the judge sees this, you both are, bro. When
No.
the judge sees
Face
this,
my car.
you guys
Separate.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm out there talking to my neighbors.
Oh.
Okay, and that gives you a reason to arrest me?
No, the reason to arrest you was I'm standing there talking to the neighbor. You're yelling that I'm going to you. Come at me.
Yeah.
So
They got it. Oh my
The
god.
entire apartment complex.
She disturbed the neighbor. They disturbed it with their music all day, and you guys did nothing.
That's a big bitch.
They did it for 3 hours.
Oh god.
My brother wants to talk to you. My brother? Yeah. You can get me in jail all you want, you prick. Don't talk to me.
Get in the car and shut up, innit?
I got a job and 3 kids. You didn't even give me a chance to do. You didn't talk to me about shit. You didn't read me my rights. You didn't tell me to quiet down. You didn't give me an opportunity. You didn't give me a chance to take care of
I'm
my
not
kids.
too sure, Dragon. It probably is somewhere.
Because you didn't like me. That is discrimination.
I was actually talking to your apartment manager.
Discrimination.
Oh god.
Discrimination. I want a different.
Hey,
officer
Johnny,
right now.
how's it
You decided
going?
to put me in his car. I do not want you to transport me. I don't trust you.
You're going to be transported.
Take me to jail.
We are.
My kids waiting on me to get back. I am their only mom, bro.
Well, I hope so.
Their dads aren't I have to take care of them, so please give me the there so I can get the out.
Good.
Now. I like me. Thank God you arrested me. You. Hey, Cody.
Oh, this woman.
Tomorrow.
I would advise making threats because that could be additional charge.
Exactly, she's doing more threats.
How's that a threat?
Well, because he's already told me what you meant by that.
No, I didn't. How do you know what I meant by that?
Oh my god.
Because that would be against the law. Hey, by the way, officer, you never belted me up. So you're breaking the law because I don't have a seatbelt.
Would you like to be
You never read me my goddamn
Oh my god.
Never asked you questions.
This is a legal arrest. You can wear your seatbelt, but I don't have mine. You want me to hit my head? By the way, how am I supposed to sit with these cuffs like this? They're so loose.
Look that way.
Oh, now you're gonna pull my hair. That's assault.
I'm not pulling your hair.
Oh my
all on
god.
video.
It's all on video.
Good lord.
There's absolutely nothing like having a bad neighbor. And I thought that I had bad neighbors in the past. That was supposed to do.
fuck
Here's
on.
the reality. In the past, that was nothing compared to what I just watched. Some calls are not always about crime. They're about chaos between two people who just can't stand one another. And unfortunately, cops are always caught in the middle of this immature
That is
behavior.
nuts,
and
though,
most
innit?
times, it's things that can be resolved with a simple grown-up conversation. But these people obviously can't do that.
No.
They're responding to shootings, stabbings.
Yeah, that's... Some of these people... Silence is golden, yeah. You know what? I bet you when the copper got to the station, put her in jail, I bet you the copper was just like, oh my god, thank God. You know, I bet that's what the copper was like. She's just gone. I haven't got to speak to her. I ain't got to hear her. Because, even we've only watched that, 12 minutes of this video. We've only seen 12 minutes, and I am already fed up of her. So imagine driving. Imagine if they were like 20 minutes away. Ugh. Just her in the back. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit my head. You didn't read me my right. Shut up. You know? But guys, I think we're going to end it by there. I mean, it didn't just 3 hours and 15 minutes, which I'm happy with. You know, nice little stream this afternoon. Like I say, we will be back on Monday. Like I say, I will put the Discord link back into chat. Like I say, if you want to join the Discord, come along and join it. And what we can do, like I say, Bowser's already put one there on the topic. Like I say, I'll show you folks now. Like, this is what I was on about with certain things. Having it like this, where, like I say, Bowser's put one in, topics. You know, we could just go through all of this, and we can give them a watch. I think it'd be fun to do. But guys, thank you for coming in. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you have, you eat, you drink, and you have fun. Guys, thank you ever so much, and I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye, guys. That will be changing, don't worry.